My camera's different. Hold on. Ba-bam! What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Mouse Vibes Mondays. How's everyone doing? It looks a little different. The set is a little bit lighter. I'm by myself today. But I didn't want to miss another week. We've had so much going on the last couple weeks with D23 weekend, the opening of Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood, and Oogie Boogie Bash. And we have more stuff coming through the next month. And we're going to be out of town, so I wanted to make sure to come and do a live. But hope everyone's doing well today. Let's hit the chat. Mandy Adams is here. What's up, Mandy? Thank you for being here. Victor unboxes the world. That is awesome. Love that. What's good? How you doing, man? The Josh Sings. Hello, everyone. What's up, Josh Sings? Thank you for being here. Juan and Selena are here. Thanks, guys. Thank you for always repping and being part of this. Lewis and Lewis Productions. First time coming to a live stream. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you for finding your way over here. Stoked that you're here. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. If this is your very first Mouse Vibes Mondays, we're going to nerd out and talk all things theme parks, specifically D23 2022. I had to let a couple weeks sit in to kind of reflect and digest everything that I just saw and witnessed. And then Halloween Horror Nights, guys, that was insane. We were able to do it twice already, which I feel really lucky and grateful for, and it's kind of shaved a few years off my life. And then Oogie Boogie Bash, which we got to do last night, which was really exciting. Abby's here. What's up? We've got so much to talk about. Yeah, we're going to unpack a lot tonight. I have no one to talk to but you guys tonight, so you're going to help me get through this, and I want to hear everyone's opinions, so make sure you're commenting along, and I want to hear everything, guys. Just Ask Danny. What's up, Danny? Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you. It's 3 nights in a row, Halloween Horror Nights, Oogie Boogie, now Mouse Vibes Mondays. Appreciate you, man. Alex is here. Oh, spooky. Yeah, we got a spooky intro right now. That is Are You Afraid of the Dark theme. So if you guys are vibed in that, make sure to give us a thumbs up on that. Thank you, guys. Oh, I'm on the wrong setting. That's why. Jeez, what a noob tonight. That's so funny. With the cinematics, let's go. What's up, Rudio? Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you. I'm glad that you're in the chat, because when we talk about D23, I'm going to need all your help, man. Rudio, I didn't know, if you guys don't know this, he's basically like the governor of D23. He knows everybody. He did a little bit of everything. Make sure to check out Rudio's Instagram. He literally laid the law for D23. Thanks for being here, man. Here we go. What's up, Midnight Society? I love that. Yeah, we need a Midnight Society Mouse Vibes collaboration, around the campfire. That'd be awesome. Deluxe Passel, loving the spooky intro. Thank you so much. That means a lot. Carissa Hart's here. What's up? Jordy. I love seeing everyone in the chat. Sunny. What up, Sunny? Hope you're doing well, man. I love your t-shirt. Thank you, Jennifer. This is a chillin' shirt. Mickey's chillin'. He's got a milkshake in his hand. That's what he does. Diz Noah Land, hi Nick, can't wait to see you soon. Love you too, man. Thank you for being here. No, I haven't seen you in forever. It's been a while. Hopefully we see you on Thursday for the opening of Not Scary Farm. I can't wait. It's gonna be 49 years in the fog. We're gonna talk all about that as well. Everything is kind of just happening all at once right now. Yvette, thank you for being here. Your D23 video was amazing. Had happy tears for Ashley with Joe Rohde. Talk about wish fulfillment. That was a day of just everything going your way. The Disney gods were gracing Ashley with her presence. Ashley really wanted to do the Joe Rohde thing, and a couple things fell into place. One, we planned it on a Saturday just because it kind of fell in the middle of the week and she needed a little bit of time to put her prosthetic mustache on. So we did it on Saturday, and once we started posting on social, we noticed that Joe Rohde was also posting that he was at D23 and it was his birthday. So all those things happened at once, and we walked through the Imagineering Pavilion, and Imagineers were taking photos of Ashley and actually sending them over to Joe Rohde. So they both knew about each other being in that same spot before they met. So that was the moment before the moment. So cool. What's up, Kira Sanders? Kira, we missed you at the park. Thank you for sending a photo with you and Chelton. I'm so psyched to see you repping Mouse Vibes at Disneyland. That means a lot. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Destin Gabs are here. What's up, guys? I haven't seen you. Hope you guys are doing well. She says, what's up, Nick? Gabs and Des here. So pumped to officially have a non-busy Monday. How is Oogie Boogie Bash? We're getting ready for our Disney visit this weekend for our birthdays. Hope we see you. Well, happy early birthday. So stoked that your trip is finally coming. You guys have been talking about this for so long, and it's the best time. I'll tell you, like, first thing with Oogie Boogie Bash, characters are awesome. The park looks incredible, but like yesterday was like the first official day that it started to feel a little bit like fall. The weather was perfect out. So by the time you guys get here, you'll have perfect weather for the entire trip. Oogie Boogie Bash is definitely 5 vibes. We went yesterday with our friend Just Ask Danny. We have some of it on our social still, but that video will be coming out on Wednesday. And we got to see all of the rarest Disney characters come to life for Oogie Boogie Bash. We were on a character hunt just to find all the rarest ones. And I think we got some characters I've never seen before. I think essentially we had 20 characters that we've never seen in the park. So that was awesome. I hope you guys have a great time, though, and you celebrate your birthday. Hope to see you, though, this weekend. That'd be cool. Nana's here. Nana's rolling with you. Thanks, Nana. Count on Nana. She's got her snail there. Signature snail. Snail trail. Jennifer. Happy Mouse Vibes Mondays. Jennifer, thank you so much for being here. Ashley isn't here, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to do the Ashley's Pick of the Week. She sent it all ahead. She's just super busy. She's a working girl. She's got lots going on. But since we're into this point and I see Jennifer here, we're going to go right into Ashley's Pick of the Week.
Ashley's Pick of the Week.
All right, guys, if you're not familiar with what Ashley's Pick of the Week is, this is the point in the show where we're going to highlight one creator that stood out from the rest this week. And this week, it was unanimous. We wanted to give it to Jennifer, actually. Jennifer is one of the nicest people. She's constantly sending great vibes in the chat. She's here supporting each week, and she's like a professional photographer or something. I didn't know you had this skill. She takes incredible photos. So make sure to go find Jennifer at Instagram. Her handle's on the screen. Make sure to give her a follow. She's got the best spooky photos. And Ashley wanted to say congratulations. You are this week's Pick of the Week. I'm going to say this right now, guys. Doing this live between me and you, a little bit difficult doing this by myself. Never done this, I think. I think it maybe one time we were first starting out, but not with the production, so thank you for rolling with me. Kitcher's here. Yes, amazing Pick of the Week. That's right. I love that. Hold on.
I'm done with my conference call. Do you want me to come in?
Ashley's going to come here. A little unorthodox. Bring your chair. I love that. She is a great Pick of the Week. You guys saw this. We're going live right now. I'm looking this way because our screen's right here, but the camera's here. Ashley's finishing her conference call. Joe Rohde must have just like given her props or something on the phone. I love that. Carissa, thank you. Yeah, definitely true. Let's give her like a little thing. We'll give her a triangle mixed with an applause. Congratulations, Jennifer. Oh, she said something. What? OMG, I'm crying. Thank you. This made my whole day. Well, thank you for giving us awesome photos, and it's a great Instagram follow. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Yeah, thank you for everything. I appreciate you. Jordy, Jennifer has amazing photos, period. All right, here she comes. You can slide on over.
Oh my god, I'm barefaced on Mouse Vibes Mondays for the first time, and I have bat tattoos still stuck from Oogie Boogie Bash. Sorry guys, I am like so slammed with work and a bit sleep deprived. I heard Nick, I was on a conference call in the other room. But I am here, and oh god, I hate this.
We went for like a more cinematic lighting tonight.
I literally have never done a Mouse Vibes Mondays barefaced in my life, but
she's face naked right now.
It's fine. It is. You know what? Natural beauty is good, but
I think this is gonna go down. We're not doing this tonight.
No computer. Okay, cool. I have no computer, so
no makeup, no computer. We're doing this.
God. Okay. Hi guys. Sorry, I don't know what I missed. Did you do the Pick of the Week?
We just did it.
Okay, sorry, I just want to touch on it real quick. Jen, I love your photos, and when we were going over who we wanted to pick, I just feel like you're crushing HHN, and like, I just love your photos so much. Like, I look forward to every one of your posts, and like, if you guys are into photography, follow her account. Like, there's like jarring photos in the best way, and you just like continue to crush it. So, yeah.
And she's the best. She's super positive. I love that.
Yeah.
Ashley actually making an official Ashley's pick of the week.
I like put on these like bat face tattoos for Oogie Boogie Bash, and like they couldn't come off, and they're like literally, it's all natural. It's fine.
Everyone's loving it. Love a fresh face, Ashley.
Oh, God, I don't, but I love you guys. Thank you so much.
You look good without makeup. You too, Nick. Thanks, Ryan. I appreciate another person I appreciate. Always so positive.
Thank you guys.
I love that. Thank you guys.
Oh my gosh.
All right, let's get back up to this. Oh wait, I like this one.
Y'all are always camera right. I mean, it's so funny because I was on camera. I was on Zoom. Like, just like, the world is completely back to normal and everything is just crazy. And we're just like in back-to-back events. And then I went on a 5-day work trip. If you follow me on my personal socials, and I'm not complaining whatsoever, but like, I feel like a lot of people can relate of just like, oh my God, when do I get some rest? You know what I mean?
And it's going right into the holidays. I feel like the September, October, November, December kind of meshes together, and then like boom.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 2023. So
Yeah.
stop to smell the roses, guys. All right, let's get back up into the chat. Sorry about that. I wanted to hit this one up here from Chris M. Yep, went yesterday. Weather was perfect. I think he's talking about Oogie Boogie Bash, or maybe Disney in general.
Like, honestly, like we do vlogging, and I feel like Nick and I are always in this like predicament of like, if we don't do opening day, no one cares. And then we have this chat, and we were like, we can't do opening day, and it's going to be 1,000 degrees. Like, let's just opt for end of September. And the weather yesterday was perfect, and we did a different angle with our video, so I'm really excited for you guys to see it. But yeah, we weren't sweaty. It wasn't like that crowded. It was really, really fun, and I think you guys are going to really enjoy the video. It's weeks late, but it's coming.
Honestly, though, I was watching like all our friends do opening night, like Peter and Kitra. Basically, every other vlogger was there opening night and got the best videos ever. Yesterday, I think the longest we waited was like 10 minutes. We waited barely. I think it was for even parade.
Yeah, if you guys, some tips, we'll talk about it. Do you mind if I give tips real quick?
Go for it.
Okay, so for any of you guys that are going to Oogie Boogie Bash in the next few weeks, we have a couple tips that we learned from yesterday that we did last year. Mm-hmm. Watch the first parade, because during the second parade, everything will be empty because everybody will be waiting for that because no one wants to wait in the beginning. We lined up outside of Ariel's ride 15 minutes before the parade, got primetime seating, and then literally everything else was a walk-on. Don't be intimidated by some of the lines. They go really quick. Like Ernesto de la Cruz looked like it was 2 hours. It took us 12 minutes. Like, it was awesome. The craziest one though is the Sanderson sisters, Minnie, Daisy, and Clarabelle, because that was consistent, but everything else was cake.
It was super fun. Mm-hmm. Going to the park right now is just next level in general. Like, I feel like the weather's starting to finally turn. Disneyland, even though it's not having Oogie Boogie Bash, it's dressed for Halloween. You're going to have the Nightmare Before Christmas overlay. Mm-hmm. Just everything dressed in that area just feels really good, and they've got really good spooky snacks. So go to Disneyland still if you can. Yeah. So really fun. I know Oogie Boogie Bash is sold out for this year, so all these tips and tricks are going to have to like remember for next year.
Yeah,
so
I know. Or
make a bookmark.
But people always end up selling their tickets last minute. Like our friends at Pew 2 sold theirs, so.
Gotta put them on blast like that?
Yeah, well, whatever.
Oh, I love that. Here we go from Happy Mags.
We're doing Orlando Horror Nights Thursday. Can't wait. Oh my God. Have so much fun. We'll be there. Oh my gosh. We leave to Orlando Saturday morning, and we will be at Horror Nights on Sunday night. We're really excited.
Thursday, I feel, is like the new Friday for Horror Nights. I feel like it's right before the weekend crowd. You're going to have a great time. I can't wait to kind of see what happens.
Yeah.
Orlando's going to be on another level. We were able to go to Halloween Horror Nights twice in the last couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. And this weekend we got to go with some friends. We got to go with Just Ask Danny and our friends Peter and Kitra. And it was so much fun. I feel like going to Horror Nights is like a roller coaster experience. It's really fun if you just go like by yourself. But if you go with friends, it's another level.
Yeah.
Like, I can't wait.
Go check out Ordinary Adventures' latest video. It is super fun. I think the best part of their video for me is you hear Peter go, "Did I just get pooed on, or did someone pooed on me?" And then Nick, like 2 seconds later, was like, "Oh my God, bird poops on me!" And it was in the Scarecrow the Reaping Maze. It was so funny.
Just a couple lucky guys getting pooped on together. I wonder if it was the same bird or two different birds, which I wish it was the same bird actually.
And I'm like so sorry. I was like Peter Kitra, I'm so annoying because like I get scared, and it was scary. Like, oh my God, that scarecrow maze is so scary. And I was just like, the whole time. So,
it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I like this. Gio and Grace, what's up, guys? Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here.
I love your avatar. That's an awesome photo. You guys look great. Will Burton's in the chat. What's up, Will? He's in Orlando. Awesome.
Yeah, we are
it was awesome.
So excited. Like, I have been looking forward to this trip. We're going to be in Orlando for 8 days. And I'm just so pumped because, like, we'll be vlogging. But, like, you guys know how Ashley is in vacation mode. Like, I am ready to pop off. I'm ready to sleep in. I'm ready to go by the pool. I'm ready to freak dance on Main Street. I'm going to do all of it. Like, let's go.
I love it. Here we go from Abby.
Look like you had a blast in the Ordinary Adventures video. So much screaming.
Yes.
It was scary. And we got all the good scares that night. Like, literally every single maze we walked through, we had great scares for all of us. It was so much fun.
It was a blast. Let's just keep going. This and I'll go into my little rant.
Oh my God, my favorite part was Ashley dancing with the blinky cups. Double fist and blinky cups.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Oh, so good.
I'm glad that you guys got to witness the dancing double fisting. It's a whole dance routine. She's done it in France.
I love double fisting.
The Wizard.
Whatever. I love double fisting. Let's party.
It's so good. King B, no. Those events are not for me. Oh no.
It's like, we get a lot of comments on our horror stuff saying like, thank you guys for doing the walkthrough because I won't go, or like, I'm working up the courage, and like, I feel you. That was me last year and it took me a long time, but it is so fun. Like, you know, if you like horror movies and stuff, one day you're going to get the courage and go with a group of friends, and it's great. But if you don't want to go either, just watch it on YouTube, just like we did for 6 years.
Honestly, still, and even when you do go, it takes you a little bit to get in that mindset. Like, I was just living my normal life. I went to the grocery store that day, took Elliot on a walk, and then I got to get chased in 8 houses. That's, you know, there's a little bit of a shift. I have to get mentally prepared for it. Listen to like a podcast or something.
Poo in his eye, I think. Yeah, I got poo in my eye, and I was like, oh my God, I was dying. It was so good.
Here we go, Ash.
We went to HHN the first week on Friday. It was raining, so Universal Studios gave us another general pass tickets for one more day. That's awesome. I saw a lot of people's socials that it rained out, but I didn't know that they gave you guys more tickets. So that is awesome.
That's really cool.
Universal rocks. I love them.
They're crushing it. Kind of just want to touch on Universal Studios Hollywood. So usually we've done like opening nights and we're there for the craziness. This is the very first time we were able to kind of like wait a little bit to see. Getting the express pass, yes, it's super expensive, but if it's in your wheelhouse, do it.
Yeah.
I feel like we saved so much time doing it. Because I think in the beginning of the year, we looked at like, should we do frequent fear or should we have one night where we just like ball out? And we opted for that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, frequent fear, you can go back and repeat as many times as you want and get through it. But the day that we went, a Saturday night, like, we're such noobs. It was a bunch of vloggers and we're like, man, it's super busy. Like, yeah, it's Saturday.
Yeah. But we didn't wait over 15 minutes in Express. It was great.
We expressed ourselves, definitely. It was a lot of fun. Do you want to, going back your second time, do you have something that was better this time around or something more exciting?
Not a single soul is going to agree with me. Okay. The Blumhouse maze. This is my thoughts on this. Okay. So if you guys went to the Slashback video pop-up in Mystic Museum in Burbank, or if you went to the Fear Street Reynolds pop-up in West Hollywood, the facade of the video store was so much stronger. I think the only thing the Blumhouse maze was missing was a better video store facade. You have such an opportunity to get retro with it and everything. Like, I just thought the facade was a bit weak, but the maze, nobody seemed to like it. I loved it. I've never even seen Black Phone, and yeah, it was a lot of black curtains, but like, I really enjoyed it another time. Like, I'm excited to do the one in Orlando, but honestly, like, everything was like really good. Like, I feel like we haven't gone to Orlando yet, but everything here was amazing. Like, and Horror Hotel still number one. Like, I want them to turn the Horror Hotel into an original movie. How sick would that be?
That would be really cool.
Right? It doesn't even have to be like a crazy scary movie. It can be kind of like a freeform PG-13 kind of movie.
I like that. And you
know?
kind of adapt the American Horror Story where like the people checking into the hotel have their own stories and the hotel's kind of like a character.
Yeah. I just want to see fun. Like my Queen Mildred on the big screen. I think she deserves that shine.
Yeah. Personally, for me,
I really like Come on. Oh, God.
Personally, for me, my favorite part this time around was the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, the Death Eaters. We spent a lot of time over there. Not a lot of time, but a good amount of time. The first time we went through, it was just more of like a walking place to get to the mazes. But we kind of really sat down and like soaked it up. That area is incredible. It's so fun.
It is like, I just feel like Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood just has my heart and soul this year. Like, they just really crushed it. The team members crushed it. The scare actors crushed it. Like, everything was good. But the Blumhouse one, it wasn't the best, but I enjoyed it. Like, I enjoyed every single maze. Like, I just, the clown one was scarier than what everyone told me, though. Like, that one had me shook it.
Yeah. I just want to take a moment. I always forget to this. We have 59 people in here. If everyone gives us the big thumbs up, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Help us get to, we're going to go to 100 likes tonight. It's been a couple weeks. Let's get there.
I know.
I want to hit this one from Jennifer. This is cool. Oops, sorry, that's corn.
Blumhouse is definitely growing on me. Still not the best, but still, yeah, it's just fun. And like, even if you guys have seen the Freaky movie, like, it's not like scary, but it's like, it is funny. It's just like, I don't know, that house was just fun to me. Like, I just really enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. I just wish the video store facade was like more popping.
Yeah. I feel like if you haven't seen the movie, the beginning of the Blumhouse maze is super confusing. Because it's really like the first 15 minutes of the movie. Like, if you don't know the setup with the dagger, what is it called? It
has like a certain name.
Yeah, I forget the name of this dagger. But that really sets up the whole premise for the entire movie. And you kind of see it in its case, and the next one it's gone. And I don't think I would have put two and two together. I've been like, there was a B&E in here. What else did they take? I want to kind of go back up. Hold on. Here we go from Adventures with David. What's up, man? Thank you for being here.
10-6 for the Scarecrow house. Yeah, Scarecrow the Reaping was like, the concept was good. And I think the coolest part is like the transitions and like how it was like barn hay and stuff. So you think it's like, oh, I'm in a farm and there's supposed to be hay, and then it's an actual wall and some guys like, yeah, like it got me. And then like, this is my second year at HHN, so I don't know if they've done this forever, but like the double scares in the corners where it's like the same person is in there and you get one scare, she's like, I'm not going to get scared anymore. And then they pop out of the corner and you're like, damn, like it's so good.
That's the 2-for-1.
It's a 2-for-1. It's like, oh, got me. That Scarecrow maze, though, David, I agree. It's like chef's kiss. It's so good.
Yeah. I just want to give a shout out to Park Thrills Pass. Thank you guys for being here. It was so awesome seeing you on the opening night of Halloween Horror Nights.
Yes, so good.
You. Here we go from Kitra. I want to hit on this one.
I loved Killer Clown so much. Kitra, that maze was so fun. Like, I thought it was really scary and the jump scares were great, but like it was so fun. Like, I've never seen that movie. I really want to watch it. And I know it's like really like campy and fun, but I agree. Like, I thought that maze was great.
Yeah, I'm like a sucker again for any type of theme park for a lighting package. And I like the fact that it glows, all the neon colors in there. The year before, what was it? Pandora's Box. That was another one of my favorite that had a same type of lighting package. Anything bright that can make me laugh while I'm crying is a good thing.
Yeah, the best scare for me is the tall one with the guy that goes through the...
Oh, yeah.
It got me 2 times.
Yeah, so
nice.
Good. Here we go from Kira.
I didn't think the black phone was scary at all, which is good because I don't really like scary. I don't think I could handle the mazes, though. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I heard the black phone movie is more of like a psychological thriller as opposed to like scary, gory type of stuff. So if you think, like, if you could watch it, then I'm definitely going to watch it. But yeah, like, not everybody can handle mazes. Like, I know a lot of friends that can handle mazes. Like, my friend Tara, she can go through a maze. She can't watch the movies because the movies, it'll sit with her thoughts. Whereas the maze, when you leave Halloween Horror Nights, it's like you leave. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I will say this about Halloween Horror Nights this year. They really went after the kids with Black Phone and La Llorona this year. I feel like both of those, like... There's a part in the Black Phone portion of the maze. And if you guys haven't seen it yet, you can go check it out in the Ordinary Adventures video or our video from Halloween Horror Nights. But you go through like a kid's room and you basically watch this kid get like abducted.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know if I should be watching this or promote this at all.
It's pretty sad.
It's pretty crazy. I want to hit back up. Oh, actually, hold on. ADD. Jalen's here. What's up, man?
What up, Jalen? Yeah.
Hope you're doing well. Love when you're in the chat, dude. I wanted to go back up here, though, and hit on this. People were talking about, here we go, from Chris M.
Are you guys actually going to Paris for the holidays? Yes. So you guys, we're going to be gone from December 19th to January 5th. It's going to be long. The first stretch is going to be with my mom and brother. We're doing England, Disneyland, Paris, and then Nick and I are going to Amsterdam. But yeah, we're actually going. It wasn't easy to book. I'm not going to lie. Like Tokyo, easy. I don't know why it was so easy or because we watched like so many videos to prepare for that trip. But like it was a bit nightmarish to book our Disneyland Paris trip. I was really frustrated and I like kind of screamed. I was like, "Ah!" But I figured it out. It's like, if you guys need any help, DM me and I will walk you through it. We're going to be vlogging the whole trip. It's going to be cold. It's going to be an adventure. But yes, we are really going. We're doing 3 park hopping days at Disneyland Paris. And we're really, really excited. Like, I'm really pumped. I can't wait to see the Avengers Campus. I can't wait to ride the Iron Man coaster. I can't wait to see the castle. I can't wait to have champagne and cheese on their main street. Like, I am just excited.
I can't wait. I am like having long-term effects from 2020. So yes, we were booked, but until I'm actually on that plane and I'm there,
oh yeah,
I don't know. Because that even happened to us when we went to Tokyo. Like we got there the day before for a flight and it got canceled, and I was like
PTSD from that day.
So until I'm on that flight, but we are booked. So what it was December 16th,
December 19th,
19th.
We're doing like 5 days in England with my family, and then we're gonna go over to Paris. And then Disneyland Paris, and then Nick and I are gonna go to Amsterdam. Yeah. I have actually family in Holland. I am Dutch.
Isn't that weird?
I am Dutch. Isn't that weird?
I've never done Europe. This is my very first time, so I have no idea. I mean, I kind of know what to expect. To watch Austin Powers a few times and James Bond just to brush up. But
these vlogs. So last time we did a worldwide trip, we like kind of vlogged. Like, we didn't know what we were doing.
We did not vlog.
The videos are up on our channel, you guys, but they're like not embarrassing, but like they're out of focus and you're gonna get like nauseous from watching them. Like, put on one of the little seasick things because we're like this. We don't know what we're doing. We didn't know how to use the camera, but we put it up anyway because it's like funny. But Nick is like so structured and like pre-planned, and after traveling with this man, all of that goes out the window the second we land in a different country. Yeah. Like, Nick is like, oh my God, my arms and legs don't work. I don't know what I'm doing. So I love you, but it's the truth. So when we get there, it's going to be really funny vlogging because like I'm going to have to take charge on it, and it's just going to be like an adventure because it's not going to be like our home turf. We're not going to speak the language. It's going to be different. It's going to be fun, but I'm like nervous in the best way for you. The vlogs are going to be funny though. It's going to be Nick like...
I can't wait. This is like one of my favorite things is to travel with Ashley. I feel like we get so much closer and we really see like the best parts of each other come out in each other. Like when we traveled the first time, I didn't know that she was like an international traveler who was going to be able to like take care of all this. And I really leaned on her. So it'll be interesting to see how it works out. Because
I think in every aspect of our relationship, I lean on Nick for everything. Like, especially with Mouse Vibes, because he can like edit, produce and stuff. And like I work full time still. So it's like, it's very hard for me to like separate everything, and like I'm tired a lot of the time, but you guys get it.
I'm in charge of Mouse Vibes and picking up feminine products. That's my job.
and walking Elliot.
And walking Elliot.
But yeah, when we travel, like I don't know what, like I think because my mom did the same thing with our family trips. Like I am in charge. I have a color-coded itinerary. I already sent my family the Google spreadsheet with travel times and restaurants and everything, and Nick's not even gonna look at it till we get on the plane. Like I have everything planned, and I love being in charge on trips. Like I'm a control freak. I want to be in charge, but when we're here, you're in charge. But internationally, I'm in charge.
Jalen, if you're listening, I'm gonna give you a little tip, buddy. I'm not in charge of anything. I just go with the flow and just have a smile everywhere I go. Like, yeah, we're here. That's it.
No, yeah, it's like we've said this story before, but this is my favorite story to tell. But when we went to Tokyo, you guys, we're American. Like portions here are really big, and Nick can eat like a banshee. Like this man can eat like 3 extra large pizzas and like a 12-pack of PBR. So we're like on the tail end of Tokyo, and it's like 3 degrees, and we're like in the streets of Tokyo. Nick's like, I'm hungry. I need more than a piece of fish. I need food. So we like found a Denny's, and I had to like rub his back in the Denny's, and he got spaghetti, waffles, and a pizza in the Denny's and like a big beer, and he was happy.
Pro tip, if you're going to Tokyo and you're expecting breakfast at Denny's, they stop serving breakfast after 10 a.m.
Yeah.
I had Japanese spaghetti, which 5 vibes.
It was actually
It was
really
really
good.
good.
But, like, that's, like, I now know, like, I need to make sure Nick is fed. I need to make sure that you're not too cold. I need to bring you pocket warmers, long johns. I need to rub your back. Oh, it's okay.
I feel like you're projecting all the things you need me to be
Hey!
responsible.
Whatever.
All right, let's hit the
You're
chat. You guys are amazing. I love
You're
this.
so funny.
Here we go from Abby. She says, heck yeah, that sounds like a dream.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Like, I'm really excited. I feel very blessed that we get to go.
Here you go, Ash.
Ashley, you're gonna try escargot. Oh, Ryan, I have tried escargot. I love it. I'm gonna eat all the escargot. When I get off the train station in Amsterdam, I'm gonna do the typical Dutch thing, and I'm gonna take the herring fish and slide it down my throat. That's a tradition in Holland.
This is why we're vlogging that trip. This is why.
I'm an adventurous eater. I will accept frog legs. But, like, yeah, the tradition in Holland, right when you get off the train, there's, like, pickled herring, and then the guy just, like, puts it down your throat. So, are you going to do that?
Yeah, I'm going to try it.
It's going to be fun.
Probably choke, but here we go from Spiral Hill.
My friend and I was at the same day you guys went to HHN in
Oh.
Hollywood on Saturday. We couldn't find you. I was sad, but I'm glad you guys had fun. Oh my God, I'm bummed we didn't meet you either. It was really packed and, like, a lot going on, but hopefully next time we'll see you.
Next pro tip, follow the glitter trail. That's how you'll find Ashley there.
I'm sorry I'm overly honest. I just think it's funny.
No, it's fine.
It's like I like to just be open about, you know, our quirks as a couple.
Welcome to our life.
Because traveling, it's like you've learned the most about your family and your partner when you travel. Like, I feel like anybody can attest to that.
Yeah, not to get on like a weird like love story tangent, but I feel like that was like the part when we made our first international trip. It was like, I felt so solid with you. Like, I felt like we learned something else besides like sitting in traffic in LA and doing our normal, not normal because it's really fun, but stuff that we're used to doing, going out of your comfort zone, I feel like is always when you gain a new skill, get stronger, or, you know, are open to new things. So.
I think I showed you though that I can I can take charge, but like I really took charge, and that was probably hot, huh?
It was hot because we were in Japan, and I thought like, obviously being Filipino Hawaiian, I was like, I'm gonna have this on lock. Ashley.
Sorry guys, we're so embarrassing.
Oh, West Coasters is here. What's up, guys?
Hey, so nice meeting you guys last night.
You guys are so sweet. Top 5 costumes of the night.
Oh
easily.
my God, you guys were awesome. You have family in Holland. That's incredible. So excited for you guys. Yeah, so my mom is from Den Haag, and my family.
Where's she from?
Den Haag.
Den Haag.
And I can understand Dutch. I can't really speak it anymore, but like I grew up in like a major Dutch household. When I met Nick and I told him I was Dutch, he like was like, "What's that?" And then he came over for like Christmas and birthdays, and he's like, "Whoa, you guys are like really Dutch." Like we sing happy birthday in Dutch, and like we like have clogs and do dance.
Yeah, when they see each other, there's this like little dance they do.
Long sauce and apron in the Claudia. Wow, okay.
Yeah.
We're just learning a lot about us tonight, you guys. Sorry.
Do you know who could probably sing that song with you? Abby. Because she's also Dutch.
Oh my God, yes.
Isn't that weird?
Isn't that weird? I love it.
I love this one from Danny as well.
That will be so cool if you get snow-covered Disneyland Paris. Yeah, so all of my friends that have traveled to Paris the same week that we are said that it is so cold and there's always snow on the castle. So I'm really praying for like a white Christmas because I just think it's going to be awesome. We're going to be there literally the day after Christmas. I'm just like excited. I don't know what to expect. And I love traveling around the world to Disney parks. Like we talk about the Tokyo trip all the time. It was like the most beautiful trip I've ever been on. So I'm pumped for Europe.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. It's going to be so fun. Snowy Christmas. Could you imagine how much complaining we're going to do there? Sorry.
Oh, Scott. Hey, what up, Scott?
Yo, what's up, man?
Yes.
Hey, guys, go over and check out Exploring Attractions videos. He's been crushing it for haunt season like he does every single year.
Yeah.
He's done like every event in the last 2 weeks. He's really been on a tear.
Yeah, he has. I'm on a tear. Yeah.
Shout out, Scott. I love this. I think you guys are talking about the feminine products, so I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, whatever. Women have periods. It is what it is.
Here you go. You can take over the chat, actually.
Sorry. Oh, okay, cool.
I've just been kind of going for it.
Yes, so hyped for y'all. Well deserved after a hectic work week. Yeah, we're excited. It's gonna be really fun, and to just like check out my parents are gonna take Elliot, and he's just gonna like live like a king with them. Vinny's place. I don't know what that means, but
I think for the escargot.
Oh, escargot. Escargot is yum. I know it's not for everybody. Just like the frog legs at Not Scary Farms, like. Absolutely not. Ugh, I can't. Couldn't be me.
No. I love that.
Oh, it was about the fish.
Oh, the fish. That makes sense.
Are y'all doing opening for Scary Farm? We go next month. Yes, Woo! We will be at Scary Farm on Thursday. We are really, really excited. We're really excited to check out the first 2 new mazes. It's going to be really fun.
Perfect time to kind of segue into it. We'll talk a little bit about Scary Farm.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. Made one of those things.
Yeah.
Look at Ashley.
Oh my God, look at me. Like, you know what's so funny, you guys? Every time I dump like a pound of glitter in my head, I look and I was like, it looks like I have dandruff, but it is glitter.
It's glitter.
It's glitter.
Dandruff.
It's glitter.
Okay. I'm going to put a check in the beginning of that so everyone knows.
But if you haven't seen our preview of Not Scary Farm video yet, we got to talk with the creative minds behind the brand new mazes and the food and everything. It's awesome. Not Scary Farm opening night is this Thursday. It is going to be crazy. We cannot wait to see everybody in the fog. I'm like really nervous because we've said it so many times. Not Scary Farm, like when you're out of the maze, like they'll chase you still. It's not like Halloween Horror Nights. Like when you leave the maze, you're done. It's like at Not Scary Farm. They're like, no, let me chase you for 14 miles towards the end of the park.
I can't wait. I cannot wait for this event. Knott's definitely does not pull any punches when it comes time to this event. I cannot wait to go into Ghost Town. That's my favorite thing. Yes, they have a bunch of different scary houses around the park, but Ghost Town to me is like the pulse of that entire event. Mm-hmm. This year, we're going to get a lot of returning houses. 2 houses. We have 2 new houses this year, Bloodline 1842 and the Grimoire. Both of them look epic. Yeah. I can't wait to check them out. And all of this, again, is in preparation. This is the 49th year that they're doing this event. So I feel like we're going to get a lot of like Easter eggs and sneak peeks into what's going on for the next year for the 50th.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm so excited.
Oh, and we have something cooking with Knott's. Not to just do like a normal video, but we have like a specialty video that we're working with the team on. So keep tuning in. It's going to be good.
It's going to be really scary and really fun. The Knott's team always knocks it out of the park. And just if you guys weren't aware, the chaperone policy is in place for Not Scary Farm. So just be mindful of that.
You can't use that excuse. You're an adult.
Hey.
Here we go. This is good.
Love the purple lipstick. Thank you. I was trying out like a new look and it tested well on my Instagram story because I like never wear that color. And I was just like, let's go like, I don't know, purple goth girl or something. And I liked it. So thank you so much.
Magic Park Hoppers are here. Thank you guys for being here. Happy Mouse Vibes Monday.
So good to see you at Halloween Horror Nights. Her sister was so cute. I hope you guys had a good time.
So fun. That's awesome. I want to hit on this one from, I know we're talking about Scary Farm, but Des has put this in the chat. I just want to make sure she sees that we acknowledge her.
Are you going to make a new food vlog when you come back in October for Disney and DCA? We missed you, Ash Gabs and I, finally back in the chat. We'll probably have our next Disney food vlog, in all honesty, the beginning of November for holiday season. Yeah. We have like our schedule so stacked in October, we might be able to swing one out, but if not, we're going to have a bunch for the holiday season. So
yeah, unfortunately, we're unable to make it this season just with so much kind of happening. We're really excited on everything that's going on. If you do want an item that we were able to check out for the Halloween time video we did, we checked out the Oktoberfest burger over at Galactic Grill.
Yeah.
That was 5 vibes.
That was really good. Mm-hmm. And we'll be doing some food at Halloween Horror Nights Orlando because we can't film in the mazes. So we're going to be on vacation, boo. I'm going to be having some tequila and eating some
The girls
burgers.
are making their trip there. Remember? All year they've been prepping for this one.
Oh, yes. You guys are going to have the best time.
If you haven't, I'm sure you have if you watch Disney YouTube. But Magic Journeys has basically every single food item covered. So go check them out. If you're trying to find any kind of like weird specialty food, they have you covered for sure. Here we go from David. We'll be there opening night. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, David.
It's gonna be scary at Scary Farm.
I'm gonna find you, man. I'm gonna give you a big hug. Yeah. It's gonna be good seeing you, dude.
Yeah, David, you're like seriously so sweet.
Yeah, can't wait, man. He's gonna have an awesome backpack on. Yeah. His hat's probably gonna be backwards. It's gonna be awesome. Oh my gosh! The Entertainment Connection!
Yeah, Nico.
It's gonna be wild. Yes, it is. I hope to see you in the fog too, Nico.
Oh my God,
it's just going to be a bunch of us guys out there with our cameras. Or girls too. Guys and girls.
I know, we need more ladies, solo ladies in vlogging. If there's like anyone in the chat that like wants to start vlogging, like we support you. We need more females in everything in the world, but we need more females in theme park and travel vlogging.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Just going a weird tangent for a second because I got to witness another female vlogger this weekend on Saturday. Kitra kills it.
Yeah, Kitra does kill it.
Their style and approach to what they do is totally different than ours, and I love it. And they crushed it.
Yeah,
It was
I know.
cool to see it.
I need to learn how to not be so long-winded. She's like so with her point. I like tell a story for like 14 years. Sorry, babe.
I'm a good listener.
I'm like, let me tell you my life story while we're talking about this cheeseburger. 5 hours later.
Yeah, right?
Oh my god.
David is saying, I have a lot of friends working Scary Farm as monsters.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh god.
Scott is saying Grimoire.
I'm pumped.
Let's talk about
gonna
that.
Be good. I'm excited.
If you guys don't already know, this is one of the newest houses that's coming here, and this is basically about, I'm not sure if the book is possessed or there's just a bunch of spooky stories in this book that really hold the history of Not Scary Farm, if you will.
Yeah, it's like super Stranger Things vibes, in my opinion. It's very like Vecna and everything, and like people get possessed. And then they end up on the train with all the icons of Not Scary Farm. But I'm most excited for this maze. Like, I've never done a shooting maze before because this is only my second Not Scary Farm. I'm excited for that, but I'm more excited for Grimoire. Like, I think this is going to be really cool. And just from like the 3-minute teaser trailer that they did, it was just like, it really spoke to me.
And I feel like it's a really cool way to package all of these stories and create like their own little Not Scary Farm universe of monsters. And like, if this is I feel like too, like this is also a clue to something big for the 50th. Like, what if there's more stories in the back of that book that unlock more?
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
should sell, like, what I would want is, like, I wish that Knott's would sell that book.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
We'll have to ask him.
know?
I'll ask Snoopy about that when we see him on Thursday. Here we go from Adventures with David.
Pumpkin Eater Dark Ride Hollows are disappearing next year. I love Pumpkin Eater. That was one of my favorite ones. But yeah, they have to get rid of some to bring in new stuff for the 50th. Like next year, this year's going to be great, but like next year's going to be like insane.
Yeah. I think, you know, the cool thing about these houses, if you miss them 1 year, you're going to get a chance to see them for the next few years. And that's one of my favorite things about what Scary Farm does. It's like they add a couple new things to get you hyped, but if there's something you really want to walk through again, you get that opportunity. So I'm excited for that. Dark Ride for me, it was a classic. Like, it was super fun, but I'm excited to see a different kind of theme with the clowns and kind of something they can add that's part of that book would be great. Here we go from Swim Doc. What's up?
So glad I can finally make it to a live. Unfortunately, joining from quarantine. I hope that you're not feeling too terrible. Nick and I have both had COVID before. It did not hit me at all, but it hit him like a ton of bricks.
Sure did.
We know the feeling, and we hope you have some books and that we're making your time in COVID a bit better.
Yeah. Hopefully you get better soon. Thank you for tuning in. Quarantine viewer. If you're going to be sitting around for a few days, you might want to go check out the rest of our videos. We had a bunch pop off the last week.
You're so, oh my gosh.
Shameless plug.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go from Andrew Ortiz.
Drew, does HHN and Not Scary Farm always have the same amount of scare actors every night, or are there some nights they have less?
That's a great question.
You know what, Drew? I don't know the answer, but I can assume that I have no assumption. I do not know the answer. What do you think?
I'm going to assume that they're going to have more people working on the weekends. This year, Not Scary Farm was it Scary Farm or Universal who added another day during the week?
Scary Farm, I believe, kicks in on Wednesdays now.
So I feel like those are the days that are going to be the least packed, especially with the curfew rule. And that might be a good way to ease in the crowds. I know for sure Fridays and Saturdays at Scary Farm is another level.
Yeah. But I do not know. That was just our educated guess.
And I think for Universal, how many days a week do they do it? 3 days?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I believe.
I'm sure all those days are about the same.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Well, yeah.
Thanks for being here, Drew.
Yeah.
Unless, like, probably David knows. He probably knows all this
stuff. Yeah, you guys, somebody in the chat probably knows, but wait, that was just our educated guess.
Yeah. Here we go.
I vlog Lisa Land is a great female. Yes! We saw her in the Esplanade, actually. She is awesome. I don't know her personally, but she is awesome. I love her content.
Yeah, I haven't met her personally yet, but she's been popping up on our feeds.
Yeah, and I really like Super Enthused. Like, I like her, like, she's just like, she kind of seems like a Cali girl, and she's just like, yeah, and I just really like her. I think she's really fun, and she's really positive.
Yeah. Here we go. Exploring Attractions saying literally Vecna vibes going back to Grimoire.
Yeah, literally. Like, it was 100% from the way the kids were dressed in the little teaser trailer. It's Vecna vibes. Like, I'm not mad at it. Like, I still think it's cool. Like, I'm pumped to see it in person.
Totally. The Grimoire I'm the most stoked for the maze.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Here's a good one for you, Ash.
Have you guys done a video at the Zach Baggins Museum in Vegas? Okay. We haven't. I love horror, but I like horror at like Knott's and Universal where like it's like fake.
What are you talking about?
Going to that, like I've watched all of his stuff on the Travel Channel, and he has like the Annabelle doll and stuff. Like I feel like that's really scary.
Yeah.
Like when we went to the Whaley house, I was scared. When we were kids, my mom kept trying to get us to go to what's the house? The one that we watched the movie.
The Winchester?
The Winchester house, and I was like, no. I just feel like that's like playing with the Ouija board. I might sound like a pansy right now. I want to go, but I'm scared. Yeah. My dad has been, and he said it is awesome.
Yeah. I'm not about that. I've seen it on like shows, and people are like, I was in the same room as this cabinet, and I couldn't sleep for a week. That's an immediate no for me.
Yeah, like
that's no.
Like, or if you're ever with, like, my mom,
No.
I don't know if my mom's in the chat. I love her. Like, I worship my mom, but, like, I grew up with a mom that, like, had a pendulum and night vision goggles and a Ouija board, and my mom would be like, let's try to bring Nana back. And I'm like, Mom, stop.
Leave Nana alone.
And my brother and I would be like, we do not want to bring Nana back. And my mom would literally be outside with like a pendulum. Like, I love my mom, but I'm scared of that stuff. Like, I feel like that's inviting spirits.
Yeah.
Do we sound like little boo-boos right now?
No. I was that same kid at like sleepovers as a kid. They'd want to do them. Like,
Me?
Nope.
Oh, I was not into it.
Call my mom. Mom, you gotta come get me.
They'd be like, let's go do this in a graveyard. I'm like, no.
I'll just chill here and make some cookies. Shout out to Crystal and Chris. Thank you guys for being here.
Yes.
Always loving you guys are in the chat.
Thank you for being here.
It's got like 10 times cooler in here.
I know.
Love that. Here's, excuse me, a pro tip.
Halloween is usually empty. That makes a lot of sense.
So this year it is officially ending on Halloween for Universal, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a Monday or Sunday?
Yeah.
One of those.
By the way, you guys, I usually have my computer, but I was like so jumbled for my conference call. Thank you to the moderators for keeping the chat safe. I don't have access to see, which is probably not the smartest thing, but thank you to our mods so much. We really appreciate you.
Appreciate you guys. And again, 70 people in the chat right now. That's awesome. We haven't had a live in a couple weeks, so we really appreciate everyone tuning in. And if you guys are new to our channel, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps us out.
There's 70 people in here?
Yeah, they want to hear you talk about Grimoire.
Oh my god, that's so exciting!
I love it. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Here we go from Park Thrills Pass.
All this scary farm talk, I might need to drop in tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Sometimes you got to scope out the situation before and just kind of get a lay of the land and know. You know what I mean? Get visual. I get that. I did that same thing with Universal this year, and I felt like I was like less scared because I had seen all the stuff so up close. Like, not so much the mazes, the scare zones. Like last year.
You were less scared? Literally. Okay.
I mean, on Saturday, I'm going to be real with you. I ran into a grown man and then ran into a wall face first.
No, literally. Okay, so Saturday when we went, Nick and I weren't vlogging. We were just hanging out with friends. And I was like, babe, put your phone down. We're not vlogging. And he was trying to use his phone as a crutch. He's like, I'm getting TikToks. And I was like, you're not getting TikToks. Put your phone down. And then he kept making me and Danny go in front of him. I'm like, you're supposed to protect me. So like me, Danny, and Nick were like, ooh, in every corner.
Yeah, the one time you had me go in front, I ran into Peter and then ran into a wall.
Yeah, he like literally bum rushed Peter like a linebacker. I felt so bad. Sorry Peter. Jeez. Oh my god.
I love that. Here you go. I'm going to let you lead this. You're doing great.
Yeah.
You're doing great.
What's good, fam? Came down and ended up doing VIP with some friends. Totally worth it. Wore my all black and red Cardinals Kyler
Murray.
There we go. Jersey on Rise of the Resistance for the Dark Side. Baby! Dark Side forever!
Ben, you are a legend. I love that you're always repping Arizona. And also, he's like the mayor of Lamplight Lounge. I'm surprised you weren't at Lamplight Lounge.
No, it's the Cove bar, remember?
Oh, the Cove. Yeah, he's strictly Cove.
CJ, sorry for being late. Talking with buddies and buy tickets to Horror Nights. Yeah!
That takes priority. I get that. I hope you have the best time, CJ. Wear your new shirt, your Nope shirt. You're going to look popping in there.
Oh, my God. Wanted to let you know Carnival is bringing something brand new, Wheel of Death. It's so crazy awesome.
What? So so that's the cool thing. Like last year with Scary Farm was our first year, and we didn't know like they make minor adjustments to other mazes or houses rather, and you get a pickup on that. I know last year when we went through Pumpkin Eater, people were like, the rats are here.
Yeah.
Rats.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love rats. I'm excited to see the difference from Grimoire to Zombie one they had in the past. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
So cool.
Nick and Ash, let's go do the Haunted Trail of Balboa Park in San Diego. I've been wanting to go check out that haunted house. I hear it's amazing.
Is it like a real haunted house. We went to
God.
the one in, what's the other one in San Diego we went to? It's in like...
The Whaley House. Dude, have you guys done... We didn't film it just because like it just didn't feel appropriate. But we went with our friends to the Whaley House. And, oh, God, there was this one part. We were standing in the living room or like whatever, the family room with the fireplace and the piano.
Yep.
And the lady was like, yeah, right under here is where she hung herself. And this is where the spirits are. And I immediately was like, why did we do this tour?
Yeah. Why did we do that?
I was just like, why? It was really creepy, but it was fun. Like if you ever have a chance to go to San Diego, do the Whaley House tour. It's like $25. It's really scary though, in my opinion. Like you just feel it when you're in there.
Drew, line that up. We're down.
Yeah,
Let's
we
make
need
that
to
happen.
find a weekend
I like
to do that.
Here you go, Ash. You're doing great. You're doing great.
Love seeing you all actually afraid. The trackers were like stone cold. Yeah,
Hold on. I don't know him specifically. Tim Tracker is built different. I watched him go on the Icon Park drop ride twice, and he had no facial expression. I was at the bottom sweating profusely. I was like, there's no way. Like, he's built different.
Yeah. My friend Gabe from Theme Park Duo walks through, like, I don't, like, people that don't get scared, like, I was sweating bullets going through that thing, and Nick, like, we were those annoying people, I'm sorry, that were, like, they were like, you need to go, because we were just so freaked out, but, like, I think that's the fun of it, but it, like, definitely shaved off a few years of my life.
Yeah, definitely.
Those tour guides say that stuff all nonchalant. No, 100%.
You can't casually drop something like that.
Yeah, they're like, right here is where she murdered her children, and then her head was sitting there bloody for 10 days. And they, like, literally don't have a care in the world, and they're sitting there like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
David, we went around the Whaley House outside, and hold on, sorry, I don't know why this is not
Is
working.
your battery dying? Uh-oh.
Hit on the laptop.
Technical difficulties.
Hit this comment.
We went around the Whaley House outside, and we felt something odd there. Yeah, I felt like heavy. Like the whole time I just felt heavy. And like I liked it, but like as we said earlier, like that like real haunted stuff is like not my steez. Like that freaks me out. Like I love the like fake gore and prosthetics and all that, but like real murder stuff, like that's not my jam.
And I love that they preserved it. If you're not familiar with the Whaley House, there's a rich history there. I believe it's like the first courthouse. It was a general store. But they built this whole city around it, which also happens to have like the best Mexican food on that block. Like it's a party. There's margaritas, people are walking, and then there's this one scary like entity with trees that you look at and you're like, I'm not going to that house.
And there's a cemetery. Remember the random cemetery like in between the Mexican restaurants? And you're like, oh my God. And then they like built a sidewalk, and then you like see the little grave things, and everyone's just like drinking margaritas, walking over gravestones. Yeah.
I didn't think twice about that. I love that.
Oh my God.
Oh, here we go from CJ. I want to hit on this.
I actually gifted the shirt to my dad since he absolutely loved Nope. Somehow more than me. He says, thank you, and he loved watching your videos. Oh my God. So CJ won our big prize pack last month. Do we want to show them what the prize is this month?
Yes, we do, but I want to just say one thing to CJ.
Okay.
This is why you're awesome and the future's looking good. He gifted it immediately.
I know.
What a good kid. Love that. You're going places.
I'm so glad that you liked that prize pack. Like we had so much fun putting it together.
It's awesome. All right. So we talked about this last time. We didn't have a gift idea, but again, we experienced D23 Halloween Horror Night. So we have kind of a smorgasbord. This looks kind of like when your grandma gets a gift and it's a bunch of stuff in her garage. It's kind of like that, but it's all awesome stuff.
Yeah. So we're going to, since we're missing a few lives, we're going to announce the winner on the last Mouse Vibes Mondays of October. But this is what is in the prize pack. To qualify any donation super chat to the channel, you are automatically entered. So the first one is these Disney Plus ears. How cute.
D23 day.
D23.
Or Disney Plus day, sorry.
Disney Plus day. You get a D23 Expo bag. Yeah. I don't know why I just said that, but you get this really dope Ghostbusters coffee mug, and it has a Slimer surprise in it. I don't know if you guys can see that. I just thought this was cool for Halloween. I love Ghostbusters. You will get a Goring 20s Not Scary Farm pin. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know. Can you? I need to get my nails done. I'm embarrassed. There we go. Get a Ghostbusters air freshener to go with your cool little cup.
Yeah. Who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters, a D23 lanyard, a Not Scary Farm lanyard. Oh my gosh. A Freeform Halloween special limited edition pin. And then we have this really dope Casetify iPhone case that is Star Wars.
Yeah, Tatooine, right?
Tatooine. May the Force be with you.
And also with you.
So yeah, it's a smorgasbord of stuff, but it's all cool stuff. We like to collect cool things and give it away, so that's why we do these. So that is what you get if you win our giveaway. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
My mom's in the chat. She says, aloha.
Aloha,
Mom.
But I hope you guys like that stuff.
I love this from Deluxe Pastel. I'm bringing Jordan to Not Scary Farm, hosting a meetup Sunday, October 23rd. Anyone come hang out in the fog with us?
Oh man, send me like if you guys made a flyer or something, and I'll post it on Mouse Vibes. I'm trying to think of what we're doing. Why do I feel like we have something that day? Oh, I have to work that day. Shocker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
I might come hang out there.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good time. I love that you're hosting and taking him to Scary Farm. That's so fun.
Yeah. No, it's going to be cool.
He's not ready for it. He's not ready for it.
I wasn't ready for Scary Farm.
Here we go from Juan and Selena.
You guys make me miss California. I wish I can say stuff like, cool, I'm not busy. I'll just drop by tomorrow at HHN. That's why I love your videos. Feels like I'm there. Seriously, you guys are so sweet. And thank you guys for being Patreon members. I'm 80% done with the new Patreon video. If you guys remember when Nick and I went to the desert and we had a lot of like unseen footage that like I just didn't feel, not appropriate, but like, I just like, it's for Patreon. It's like for our Patreon family, but we're going to be putting up that video tomorrow on our Patreon page. It's going to be a bonus video. You're going to see how I actually made my way down from climbing up that tower. It's going to be super fun. And then we released some like new fun info and showed you guys the stuff we got made that we're going to announce publicly here in the next month or so. But thank you, Juan and Selena, for being Patreon members. We really, really appreciate it.
They're awesome.
Yeah, you guys are like literally the best.
I love this from the Entertainment Connection.
I literally have zero idea how people do haunts or coasters stone face. I get too much into that. Dude, are you like, if anybody's seen our what is that? It's like controversial now, but where's the park that
Icon Park
video when Nick and Jim did the boomerang? Like, poor Nick, I can feel the anxiety. Like his palms were sweaty and he was like and like
knees weak, arms and heavy.
And that's how I was when I first rode Velocicoaster. Like I literally thought I was gonna like vomit. I don't get how people do stone cold faces through that either. Like power to you, boo boo, but I don't know how you do it.
No, I have the worst poker face. I'm just like,
yeah.
You know what? You can tell in my hands. I do my hands slowly.
Oh my god! Like in the TikTok, it's just like Nick doesn't know what to do with his hands on the Wonder Woman coaster. Nick's like this. He's like, I don't know what to do with my hands because he was so nervous.
I love that just went full circle because Nico filmed that. He's the one who got that awesome footage.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's awesome.
He's ready. He knew. He was like, man, that guy's panicking. Let me film him real quick.
So funny.
Here you go, Ash.
Is this really the latest and greatest channel, the Mouse Vibes on YouTube, live streaming on this epic Monday night? Yeah! It is!
You heard right. Hold on.
Yeah, it is. Thank you so much for being here. I think you messaged me some like really kind words on Mouse Vibes, so we appreciate you spending your Monday with us.
Thank you so much, Bryn. You're awesome. Appreciate you. That was the best.
Yeah.
Here we go from Chris M.
That's a huge giveaway. Lots of good goodies. Yeah. I love putting together these prize packs. I know like sometimes people would like one big prize, but like I love like a bunch of like cool little doodads. So I feel like it's a lot of cool stuff.
You want some doodads?
You want some little doodads? You got it.
That. Here you go from CJ. Let's hit this one up.
I don't know if we touched on this. Why is Scary Farm last to open out of all the Halloween stuff at theme parks?
I love this segue. At first, kind of looking at it, you're like, man, that's super late in the year.
I'm grateful.
It's like the second wind of haunt season. I feel like with Orlando starting so early the first week of September, then immediately it was Oogie Boogie Bash. Then it was HHN. They're letting it breathe a little bit, and I'm like so thankful. If they would have thrown that right in the middle of it, I feel like all of the houses for this year would have been out. And the cool thing of why they're starting a little bit late is they added an extra day during the week. So they're still getting the same amount of days. They're just open an extra day during the week.
Yeah. It's either way, it's going to be awesome. But yeah, we were wondering that too. We haven't asked, but it's still going to be cool.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Here, you're doing great.
You keep telling me that, and then you take over.
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys think we'll ever see actual Kingdom Hearts merch in the parks? Their new game looks phenomenal and can totally capitalize on it. I saw stuff at the bash, but we need more. You know what? I don't know why Disney doesn't put Kingdom Hearts in the parks. I don't know if they want to like separate video games and like the park stuff, but like I feel like it would pop off. It has a very cult following. I hope for that. I don't have an answer, but they should, because that line, like you'll see in our Oogie Boogie Bash video, but like that line was pop and boo, and so many people dressed as the Kingdom Hearts character.
I definitely agree with that. I feel like that could be on the horizon soon, something like that, especially in the international park to start it off. Like they should.
Hi diddly ho, everybody. What's up, Dean and Gretchen?
What's up, guys? Thank you. I love that.
Aw, you're so sweet. Okay, do you want to get on to the next topic, babe?
All right, yeah, we've been yapping it up. Thank you guys again for rocking with us. If you've been here the whole time, we're an hour in, so let's kind of get into it. We've talked Scary Farm, we've talked HHN. Let's talk about D23. I know it was over a week ago, but I needed that entire time to process what we just went through. Like, I felt like it was one of those vacations where it was like, bam, 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 that I had like a Disney overload, and I just needed to like soak it in a little bit.
We like tried to attempt to do a Mouse Vibes Mondays on the way back from D23, you guys, and like we like needed to sleep. And Elliot like missed us, and we just needed to snuggle him.
I'll tell you this, D23, this is our very first time doing this expo, and I'll say first things first, like that Friday, it was incredible to see the Disney fandom roll out. Like, yes, we get to go to the theme parks, and it's very like ride oriented, but like we got to see people who were there for cosplaying, people that were there to collect and buy things, people who were just there to meet people who were there for the panels. Like, there were so many people that were there for one thing Disney, but it was such a grand scope. It almost felt like a music festival, but Disney. Yeah,
it honestly, like, it was one of the best experiences of my life. Like, I had such a good time.
Yes.
Cosplaying, I've never done cosplay before, and I just thought it was so funny. And, like, I felt, like, so loved on my Joe Rohde day. Like, I got stopped by so many Disney employees, and like I felt like I was cheesing the whole video. I was just like, because it was just like, it was so cool. And it's like the same thing that I said about Midsummer Scream. It's very special when you go to a D23, Midsummer Scream, a Coachella, what have you, Comic-Con, and you're surrounded by all these people that aren't afraid to be who they are, love what they love, and all of you have this mutual respect for each other. And that was D23. Like, it was the coolest experience ever.
Yeah, and like news does drop in real time on Twitter as things are coming out. Like, you're getting the highlights on your phone. But there's something to be said about being in a room with people in the immediate like water cooler talk. Like, news would pop in like, oh, what do you know about Little Mermaid? I thought it was great. I thought it was like immediately for everything, and everyone had their own, because everyone like Disney, like, it means something different to everyone because you have your own relationship, whether like going to the parks or like watching the movies or your favorite shows, that people get really sensitive about some things. And I love that. I love that when people care that much.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. It's like, it's awesome. Like, I just couldn't believe what a cool weekend it was. I got the like Lena Bell backpack, and Nick got this really cool sweater, and like our friend Danny, like, thank God we were with him, because we kind of like, we were so busy leading up to D23, and then everybody kept saying like, don't stress about it, just like show up and have a good time. And then Danny was just like, we have this, and like kind of guided it, which really helped because we needed some structure for the weekend.
Yes.
But it was awesome. Like, oh my God, we had a good time. I hope you guys liked the videos. And we did film day 3. That's going to be a Patreon exclusive. That's going to be a really fun video of us going to Walt's Plane and the Disney Parks panel. That'll be up next month on our Patreon page.
Yeah, it was one of those like situations. We have a lot kind of coming to that because we also have that like vacation this next week where majority of that's going to go on Patreon.
Yeah, we have a lot of Patreon.
I think I'll have to put that D23 one out this week, and I'll actually go ahead and get an extra one out just to kind of get out there. Let's talk about this. D23, what was your highlight moment and what was your low moment? Is there anything that really like knocked your socks off that you're like, wow, I can't believe that we're here for this? We'll let you marinate on this, and I'll hit the chat while you're doing this. I love that.
I have an answer, but it's like not a good answer.
Dean and Gretchen, think you made the right choice. Let it settle in. Yes. There was too much kind of happening all at once to really take all of the information in, and it's easy when there's a lot of people, naysayers or people that are really writing for something, to like have that become your mindset immediately. So I'm glad that we had the time to think about it.
Yeah.
Here we go from D23.
D23 was insane this year. I may have to purchase preferred so I can get sleep. That was like the hard. Never do Halloween Horror Nights into D23. I was like, you like in the first vlog, you barely see my eyes. One, because my lashes are through the roof, and two, I was tired. I was like, where are D23 guys? So tired, but it was so fun. Like, oh, it was so good. But yeah, no, we all need sleep for D23. Oops, sorry. I just drooled. I was so excited. I didn't like that you had to do a virtual queue for shopping at 6 a.m, but then it's like, how else would they do it? Like, do it at midnight. Like, I'd rather stay up till midnight than wake up at 6 in the freaking morning. Like, I'm not a morning person, so if you are, I don't mean to sound like a complaining Carl, but like, mornings are just really hard for me.
Ashley didn't do it once, so I don't Danny and I had to wake up and do it.
Well, I was doing it in spirit. Work. Wow, just expose your lady. I shouldn't do it.
Well, I'm just gonna be real. You put your foot down. You're like, not doing that. So I was like, I'm gonna take your phone and do it for you.
Yeah, I was like, you got.
After
Danny and Nick were
products.
like, don't you need to do your shopping? And I was like, there's not any shopping important enough to me that I need to wake up at 6 a.m.
Facts.
I was tired.
That's your person. I get it. Here we go from Carissa.
D23 Expo, thank you. It's agency worked media credentialing, and man, did Disney drill into it at Expo. Oh, yeah, I saw that a lot of people, like, there was, like, some controversy over the hashtag that you, like, had to put D23 Expo, and they were like, do a safe hashtag. I didn't know what that meant, but this explains it.
I love that. Lewis and Lewis production, the facial hair was everything. You know what the best part was? That Joe Rohde complimented Ashley's facial hair.
Yeah.
What a guy.
I was Joe Rohde circa like the 90s, but that was just like such a special moment.
Like as he was coming up with Animal Kingdom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
Or Alani, like with the shirt and everything, but like, yeah, the facial hair, like, and I will say I like dressing like that because I don't have to worry about like my hair and makeup, even though I still did lashes and highlight. I can't like this is rare for me.
Joe Rohde with the lash, 5 vibes. I love Joe Rohde with the lash.
Gotta get those lashes.
Here, this is a good one from Abby, I like this.
What was your favorite D23 announcement? Oof.
So that was kind of a thing with D23 this year. I feel like majority of the confirmed positive everything announcements were really TV movie based.
I mean, honestly, my favorite D23 announcement was Magic Happens coming back because I love that parade. And also, like, we already knew that Frozen was coming to Tokyo Disney Sea, but all the Frozen announcements. Like, Frozen means so much to me. I love it so much. So anything Frozen based, I loved.
Yeah, I want to say I want something concrete, official for an announcement. So for me to get the details of Fantasy Springs coming to Tokyo Disney Sea was my favorite thing. On the movie TV end of it, I really like the Little Mermaid stuff. I really did.
Yeah, I like the Little Mermaid stuff. Yeah, I love, like, I'm so excited for the Little Mermaid. And like after, I was just like, how are they going to do live action? Just because, like, sorry, I still think Pinocchio looks atrocious and I do not want to watch it. I'm not going to watch it. But I was just like, if they butcher, like, The Little Mermaid was my movie growing up, and I was so worried about how a live action would be. And then after seeing it, I was like, this is going to be so awesome. Like, it's going to be beautiful and perfect.
And I think the thing too with live action, I feel like there's different scales within the live action that get certain treatment in budget. Like Ashley was saying, like Pinocchio, I don't feel like was a grade A live action where they put a lot of budget into it. It's the same way as like a Beauty and the Beast or Aladdin or Lion King or Little Mermaid. Like all of those seem like the upper echelon. And I feel like the Pinocchio is more of like a Lady and the Tramp's budget. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry.
Or Dumbo.
I'm going to make people mad. Pinocchio did not need to be remade. Disney should have literally deleted that from their library. It's like a child trafficking
Stop.
story. It is.
Stop.
It's awful.
Stop it.
Sorry, I hate that movie.
No.
I hate Pinocchio.
And
it should have been made. Robert Zemeckis now, like, he has such a legacy, and then it's like Bob Zemeckis made Pinocchio with Tom Hanks. It's just like, sorry, I have a strong opinion on Pinocchio. I hate it.
See, I love that you said all this stuff because it's not for you. And I love that about Disney is like, I saw a lot of complaints about like live action, reboots, sequels. like essentially what the live action format is for them is like their Disney Vault collection. They own the property rights, they own the licensing, they're just repackaging it in a different way, and that's going to live on Disney Plus. Like they're really investing into this catalog. And for all the naysayers that are like, they need original stories, they need something new, like Disney Animation and Pixar are committed to like original story ideas right now. And same thing with like over on Disney Plus with like the Star Wars shows. Like that is happening. There's just so much content and so much media that not everything is going to be for, you know what I mean? It's going to be spread out a little bit. So that was my other big thing was Disney Animation announcing Wish in Strange World. Both of those look awesome.
Strange World looks great. Sorry if I offended you with my Pinocchio comment. I just said. If you've been in the chat long, you know that I'm like, I hate it.
I love that.
Pinocchio and Tomorrowland.
Oh,
But
man. We got some... Things are happening.
Oh, shit.
Well, I want to hit this one from Scott real quick. And before you guys say anything about this, he says, anyone talk about Bob Paycheck? Yeah, first off, it's Chapek. And my guy, he's Mr. Spring Break, okay? Put some respect on him. I heard a couple of things he had said something out of pocket. I'm not sure. I don't know. Yeah, we got to focus. If you write down in the chat, Scott, let us know.
You are so funny.
You go back, sorry.
Oh my god, Gabe, we were just talking about you. We were dying with Ashley's Joe Rody. Yeah, it was fun. I twerking Joe Rody too. I thought it was good. And the parks panel was not bad. I feel like people were upset because it wasn't all about their home resort. I also wish Hatbox was exclusive to Disneyland Resort.
I love this.
Nico, this is okay. So this is basically this is why we wanted to talk about like this subject, just because like it's going to be a bit controversial because we're all so near and dear to these parks. But I think that you are absolutely right. I think a lot of people were upset because the average person in their lifetime are not going to go to Disneyland Shanghai, Disneyland Hong Kong, Disneyland Paris. They're going to go to Walt Disney World and they're going to go to Disneyland Resort. And I think a lot of people have, you know, that block on where they're like, well, my resort didn't get it. But it's like Disney is an international brand.
Yep.
And other people are allowed to have things as well.
Agree with that.
You know?
Yeah, the parks panel. I want to touch on the parks panel real quick. There was 7,000 people that... Hold on, Ash.
Oh, sorry.
There were 7,000 people that were in this room, and it felt like the Church of Disney. Every announcement was like, yeah, we got a new boat coming to Australia, and people are losing their minds. And I love the happiness in that room. Going on about the Hatbox Ghost, it's kind of what we were touching on. Like, yes, the Hatbox Ghost really, like, if you are a Disney nerd, a Disneyland nerd, you're like, it belongs at Disneyland. That's where it was. Majority of these people don't care, or they just want the coolest animatronic. If they're going on their Walt Disney World trip, they want to see the coolest thing. And so in that aspect, I think it's very cool that they're at. I'm going to play the devil's advocate and be like, that's a turn up that they're getting the Hatbox Ghost there.
Everybody's opinions I respect. 100% disagree with you. I sent out a tweet, a very nice, respectful tweet, just saying the Hatbox Ghost doesn't belong at Walt Disney World. He belongs here. And then I got called a Disneyland gatekeeper, and people went off on me, and I had to block people. It was really ugly about a Hatbox Ghost. Again, you guys know how I feel about multiple cookie cutter things in domestic parks. It's a 4.5-hour plane ride from Disneyland to Florida. Like, I get it. It's still a plane ride, but we don't need to have the same thing. I know that he's going to be in the movie and that they sell the merch, but I wish that they would have just come up with one different wow factor or something, like a new character or something. If they want to commercialize it from the movie, have the one out there be a wow factor and out here. I just didn't think that it was like, oh my God, you get the Hatbox Ghost. Like, it's silly, but I disagree with you. Like, I feel like each one needs to have a wow factor. I don't think that it should be the same cool animatronic. Like, you go to Haunted Mansion there for a different reason that you go here. And people will, for the most part, maybe, I don't know the stats, the average person will visit, if they're a Disney fan, both Walt Disney World and here. But they're not going to go all the way to Shanghai.
Yes, I understand that. But you're not going to hire a handsome Jared Leto and just have it in one place. You know what I mean? Got to spread that out. They love them over in Orlando as well. I think it's cool. It's the same reason, too, like we were talking about international parks getting the same rides as here in the domestic. I think it's necessary.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, let's hit the next one.
No. Let's hit the chat. Yeah. Sorry. High moment, just being back in the Expo after 3 years. The vibes and the atmosphere of being surrounded by Disney fans and cosplay was awesome. Danny, I couldn't agree more. As I said, it was just like so much love. It was cool to just be there. Like, it's like cool to be a part of something so big.
It was awesome seeing all the like-minded people dressing up. My favorite costume I saw was someone was dressed up as a stormtrooper, but instead of like the white panels, it was all tiki. So she was like Moana themed stormtrooper, and it was awesome.
Dude, people were like
so creative,
and it just like stayed in character. Like, it was so cool. Highlight, having Kathy Kennedy tell me I have great stage presence when we were practicing for the Lucasfilm panel late Friday night. Low light, how did I not run into Mouse Vibes all weekend? I don't know how we didn't run into you. That is crazy. I don't know how we didn't run into you.
By the way, you do have great stage presence,
Yeah.
Kidder. Everyone does know it.
Kidder, every time you've come up to us, like, your presence and aura are amazing.
I'm bummed that we didn't run into you. We would have talked all things Epcot. We would have been out there and been like, Spaceship Earth, doing that whole chant. That would have been us.
Chelton, highlight was Marvel panel and all of the sneak peeks. Low point was dealing with badging issue on the first day. Yeah.
Watching Chelton's highlight of him at the Star Wars Marvel panel lose his mind and do his traditional scream of rejoice. Top 5 moments was watching his story.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah, it was cool. And I think I saw Rudio comment. Hanging out with Rudio was just awesome.
Yo, I'll tell you that Rudio and Danny were like having 2 aces up our sleeves for that entire event. Like, yes, they brought positive vibes and they're super fun, but they knew so much.
Yeah.
So much. I was so overwhelmed.
Yeah, you were overwhelmed.
I was.
You were overwhelmed, babe. Highlight moment, Harrison Ford and just the whole Lucas Marvel presentation. Also the Wondrous song for fireworks. Negative was the stress from Standby and not Disney Plus deal. Yeah.
I love that. The Wondrous song for fireworks. Was that the what's it called song that they were playing for the panel?
It was like the
Mumford and Sons?
I liked the song, but I was thinking it was going to be more EDM and it was more like folklore, but like whatever.
The song is catchy. I'm interested to see how it plays out with fireworks.
Yeah.
Like, is Mickey going to run out there with a banjo?
Mickey's going to be like...
And then Kermit comes out and kicks him. He's like, that's my banjo.
That's my banjo. Highlight, seeing Joe wrote in, showing him your pic, Ashley, and then watching your video meeting him brought me so much joy. Yeah, that was so cool. You can see in the video, I didn't even know what to say because I was so overwhelmed with like happiness. What I wanted to say was, thank you for bringing me so much joy with your creativity. But I was just like,
The best moment, if go rewatch the actual video, there's a moment where I couldn't get the audio. You can see Joe's like mentioning Ashley gesturing to her ear, and she goes and shows off her earring to him. It was like they both dangled their earrings at the same time.
So
let us dangle.
Funny. Did you guys ever find out who gave you that cool pin? No, this lovely woman ran us down in the Imagineering Pavilion, and she was just like, Ashley, I've been wanting to meet you guys. Like, we love Mouse Vibes, and I feel like you'd love this pin. And I was like, it was just so nice. Like, it was really nice. And
totally.
If you're watching this live, please comment. Like, thank you again. It was so good to meet you.
That was like one of the sweetest things. She was like Batman. She came in and then she disappeared just as quickly. We were like digesting the pin. We looked up and she was gone.
It was so good. Have been watching so much content on D23. Need to make it next year if they have it. Yeah, I think it's every 2 years, and I'm sure that they're gonna have it.
The one for next time, they're gonna have so many announcements. I feel like this time around it was like really like wrapping things up that they announced previously and kind of hinted towards, but nothing was like definitive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite live action so far? Mine is Beauty and the Beast. I feel like it's the perfect live action. I love it. I rewatch it often. I just thought it was like perfectly done. I really liked Aladdin. I know it was controversial, but like I really, really enjoyed Aladdin and the different spin on it. And we loved Jungle Book.
Yeah, I think Jungle Book for me is the one that kicks it off. Having Bill Murray in anything is an automatic 5 vibes for me. I love Bill Murray.
The live action Pinocchio felt worse than the classic morally. Dude, when I was on my work trip, I stayed with my sister in Central California, and when I got home from a meeting, she was watching the live action Dumbo. And I was like working, and I like see, and I'm like, Alex, and she's like bawling, and I'm like, why are we watching this sad movie? It was so mean and sad. And I asked her to turn it off. I was like, I can't do this. Like, I can't. It's just sad.
It's one of those movies you play for your kids so they appreciate you.
Yes. You're so oh my god. The new era of live action is tough because the amount of digital effects. Crazy impressive what they can pull off, but I'm wondering what the fish are going to look like in Little Mermaid. So that was like something The Lion King. I didn't like The Lion King because if I wanted to watch National Geographic, I'd watch National Geographic. Like there was no expressions in the characters. And I just feel like that's why I loved Beauty and the Beast, like in Cogsworth and what's the Lumiere's faces. Like there was so much expression that they did it where it's like they could have done it because they've done it in the other live action movies. But for some reason, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm wondering how they're going to do the fish as well. And like, you know, how, if it's going to look cartoony or like what it's going to look like, or if it's just going to be a fish, like, meh, you know?
Yeah. To quote one of my favorite doctors, Dr. Ian Malcolm, they were preoccupied with whether they could do something. They didn't think if they should do something. And that is a lot of the live action movies. I will agree with that. Pinocchio, I did listen to a podcast and it was confirmed that Tom Hanks worked 3 days on the movie. And I'm sure those were great long days, but just having the ability to shoot things and manipulate the footage, it really takes away from some of the stuff. And I love Tom Hanks. I love Zemeckis. I think those names are just like big blockbusters to get people to look at the streamers.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't feel like I've seen my favorite live action. I have a feeling Little Mermaid's going to be that one. It's interesting, too, in the last couple of years, we're seeing such an advancement in CGI within water.
Yeah.
Like, whether it was Moana, you know, that animation style, Aquaman that came out, and then Avatar 2, and then Little Mermaid. Like, all of it has gotten progressively more awesome, and it looks really, really good. I'm anxious to see this. Little Mermaid's going to be awesome.
It is gonna be awesome. Oh, the live action Pinocchio is not as bad as most people say it is.
Put some respect on Pinocchio.
Oh my god.
And Geppetto.
Oh my gosh. What up, Carla and Kiko? It was like seriously so nice to meet you guys, Hula Mama, and your sons. Like, it's so funny when we were talking to your sons. I was like, why do they look like somebody I know? And then they're like, we're Carlo and Kiko's son. I was like, there it is. Like, literally, I was like, they remind me of
you guys are so friendly and just so positive. It was great running into you. And like, we ran into them on Friday and they had been there since 4 a.m. That is a Disney family.
Yeah.
They get it.
Yeah, you guys like crushed it.
They crushed it.
I was one of those people excited for the Australian cruises. Yeah. So that's like, we're going to get deeper into this topic, but like the reason we wanted to bring this up, because like, are we in this chat as Disney fans, and a lot of us are content creators, are we too hard on the parks? Like, do we expect too much? Does the average family that goes once or twice a year, do they care as much as we do? Do they care about timelines? Do they care about the multiverse? Do they care? And we're like, are we being too harsh by critiquing that panel? You know what I mean?
I agree with that.
Yeah.
It's so easy to like get caught up in being a consumer. Like it's in our everyday life, you know, with the Amazons of it and fast food and just everything that is at your disposal at all times. I feel like the last 5 years of being a theme park fan, especially a Disney fan, we've been given so much great additions within the park, cruise lines from watching Ordinary Adventures videos and things going worldwide that we don't really take in as a whole, like how much is happening.
Yeah.
And I feel like we were in this era, especially our generation of growing up with Michael Eisner, where that was a thing. New parks coming up, DCA, Euro Disney, all of that's kind of transpiring. With Iger, it was really about securing IP, whether it's Marvel or Star Wars or Pixar even. And I think right now the Mr. Spring Break is really focused on building the Disney Plus. I feel like that's like his nest egg. That's what he's putting the time and focus in. And it's really been like a money generator since pandemic really kicked in. And I feel like that's where a lot of it's going. I don't know how much is happening in the parks. Actually, when you kind of dissect it, like Tokyo Disney Sea, largest expansion they've ever had. Disneyland Paris got an Avengers campus. They're getting a Frozen Land. The hotel is getting a new modification. Hong Kong Disney, they're getting Zootopia. They got a new castle. And it's hard for us to even just to think like a couple of years ago we just got bought to. Last year we got Avengers Campus and we're already like, what else you got? And it's so intense. Like I'm just like,
that's like the thing. It's like Nick and I were talking about this. Like for example, I don't know if you guys listen to music, but like perfect example, Kendrick Lamar. We waited 4 years for Kendrick Lamar to drop a brand new album. It was the most anticipated hip hop album forever. And it came and went, and no one's talking about it anymore because we just consume things so quickly. And I'm not being a Disney apologist.
No.
I know how to critique a brand, trust me. But like, we just got Batu within the past 5 years. We just got Avengers Campus. We're getting Toontown. Walt Disney World has Cosmic Rewind. They're getting Tron. They got Pandora within the past 5 years. I'm just like Ratatouille, and it's like, especially the Walt Disney World people
celebrating their 50th.
The Walt Disney World people were like, nothing for Walt Disney World. I'm like, bro, you literally just got an e-ticket attraction 5 months ago. Like,
and like 4 years before that was the addition of Snow White or Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Yeah.
Like, so there are things. Yes. Do we want it to move faster? Is there things that they need to be fixed? Sure, but it's like all in good time.
Yeah, that's what, like, I was just like, it's good with banter with all of you guys and our friends that are in it. Like, this is what we love. We love to talk about it. But, like, I don't think we think about the big picture of outside tourists. Like, when in the video that we shot this past summer, I took my mom and my brother to Disneyland for the first time in 10 years. And my mom was literally just like, oh, my God. And I, like, asked, I was like, do you care about this? She's like, I don't even know what's going on. I'm just happy to be here. And I feel like a lot of people are like that.
100%.
Oh, my God.
Hit the chat.
Hit the chat. Let's see.
Let's go down a little bit and talk about what everyone's talking about.
Oh, up there? Sorry.
No, down. With
down.
the parks.
Sorry. Oh, that's not with the parks. I just wanted them to offer new Disney World annual passes for sale again. Liz,
I love that.
Who are you telling, girl? We just dropped so much on park hopper tickets to go out there, and I was like praying that the annual passes would come back, and they're not. I'm so sad. Do you guys think it's odd that Epcot is building Tron after all this years? So meaty, that's me. Also, you're the best. You always leave the best comments. So, Epcot, Magic Kingdom is building Tron. Epcot just got Cosmic Rewind. Do I think that Tron took an entirely too long to get built? 100%. Do I think that Magic Kingdom needed more TLC before Tron? 100%. But it's still happening.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Is it weird that it's happening 40 years after the movie and after they try to do a reboot that they like squashed? I think the answer is like, nah. I think it's still one of those timeless things. It's one of those things that most people don't even associate Jeff Bridges with it. No offense, put some respect on the Big Lebowski. They just want something that looks awesome and thrilling. And it looks incredible at night. Like, I cannot wait to see Tomorrowland at night.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like,
I can't wait.
I don't know. Like, I've never done a survey on what type of rides people like. Because, like, my friends, Kitcher and Danny, they love turn down rides. They love Living with the Land. They love the boat rides, stuff like that. And then Nick and I are like the opposite. We love like turn up rides. Like, we want more thrill. There's something for everyone. And I think the addition of Tron at Magic Kingdom is more thrill. Because you have Space Mountain, which is thrilling, but it's dusty and crusty. The Snow White Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is fun, but you wait 17 years for a 2-second ride that's like not that good. Tron is a great addition. It just took a bit too long.
Yeah. Now you can get Joffrey's, get on Tron and Space Mountain.
Rudio, same with the Beyonce album. We take greatness for granted. We just like digest things too much. And like, I even work in music, and a lot of my friends are like, you haven't listened to this yet? I'm like, no, like I sit with things and enjoy them.
Totally.
I don't want to, like, if one of my favorite artists, Kendrick, put out an album that he worked this hard on, I want to digest it. I don't want to like throw it away and be like, here's more. Like Beyonce's dance album. Same thing. People just like consumed it and then threw it out. And it's like, there's no solution for it.
I feel like that's the same thing that's happening on streaming with like Netflix. Like the fact that like Stranger Things gets put in and then immediately like 4 weeks later it's done. I think that's why you're seeing the split up from the season. Yeah, it was COVID related, but at the same time, it's like you need to space it out. And I like having like to sit with the show for a week and like kind of think about it.
Yeah. I think we care too much, but I think we need to hold Disney to the standard of Disney. Truthfully, attractions have been broken, effects, animatronics that need to be fixed. Nico, I 100% agree with you on this. On top of that, obviously, we're getting out of the COVID whatever, but with entertainment as well, like I feel like something that the Disney parks in the U.S. are lacking is that little extra when it comes to entertainment and magic. I agree with this. Put a little bit more TLC. There's absolutely no reason that the little ugly purple dragon that all of you guys love, Figment, that his ride needs to be that booty. Put some respect on Figment's name. Literally, like if that's your icon, you need to fix that ride. And the fact that it's just been there, it's like, it's laughable at this point. I agree. Like, put some TLC and stuff that's already there. Like, make it better. Fix it. I totally agree with this.
I mean, yes and no. Then vote with your choice. Don't go onto a survey. I mean, there's plenty of people, yes, like when they get on an Indiana Jones and the snake isn't moving, they're like, what the heck? The snake didn't work again. Most people don't know that. Or they're not paying attention to that. It's like, it's easy for us to get caught up into that. Would that one guest want the ride shut down for that visit to repair something small? And that's, I don't know. Do I think it all should be fixed and held to that thing? Yeah, but like how many people you hear going to Epcot, they're like, I'm going strictly for Figment. Like, I think it's like an add-on thing. Like, you're there for the festivals, you're there to drink around the world and eat around the world, and you're there to get on certain rides. But like, you're not going there for one thing. And people like, how many people say, I'm just there to have fun. I don't need to get on any rides. Like, my mom will go to Disneyland and not get on a single thing. Your mom.
Yeah.
It's not forever. I mean, I get it.
We're all over the place and being hypocrites in some regard, but stick with us here. But like, I disagree with you on that because it's like, you do have to cater to the people that don't care, like our parents that are happy with anything. And then people like all of us, like for example, Figment. If you have a cult following for Epcot, Disney needs to recognize that and put some TLC on it. Same with Dinosaur. I know they're letting it go now, but like, we're Walt Disney World tourists, not professionals. We haven't been a lot. And every single time we've been on Dinosaur, it's broken or I can't see because there's no lights. Like, at least invest in it while it's there. But the Figment thing bothers me because I know so many people that love it. And it's just like atrocious.
Well, maybe this is like one of those things where they're like testing it. And the popcorn buckets did really well. They saw that they're announcing a new character meet and greet coming to the park. So maybe that is the landscape of it. I mean, if you kind of look at the same thing with what happened with Encanto, it got Mirabelle in the park. She got added to a projection show. Then it was Main Street Electrical Parade. And then they're talking about a treehouse. And then even further with what's going on in Magic Kingdom. Like, I think that it has to run its course kind of. And it has to do that. I don't think that there was years that they're like, we need to really fix on Figment. They're like, how do we expand this park Epcot and fix it?
Let's just get popcorn buckets and charge everybody an arm and a leg. Yeah.
But the line was around the block. It had great social content. People went nuts on it. And that's a good launching off point of like, okay, maybe there's some interest to do this.
But imagine if you fix the Figment ride, then have your little meet and greet, and then have a new Figment store for all the Figment stands, which is like so many people. I just like, I don't know.
Look to see a Disney Plus thing before then. Because it's harder, like, again, it's like catering to like older people. Like, kids don't know. It's a bunch of, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to like put any age or, it's a bunch of 30 and 40-year-old people like, bring back old Figment. Like, nah, man. No, I'm not. Like, I get it, but the little kids more worried about Moana coming to the park or Ratatouille here. They don't, come on.
You're right.
They'll get there one day.
Indiana Jones needs to be fixed. The biggest at Disneyland Resort. Snake's broken. Boulder doesn't move anymore. Skeletons don't move. I hope they don't do that to Rise. CJ, I think you're right. I feel like Disneyland needs to put more respect on Indiana Jones' name. I think that's one of the best rides in the park. And also they need to fix the air part because it's literally just like painted people on the wall. The mice thing hasn't looked good. You're right. But I also think it's a catch-22 because if they shut down that attraction for too long, people freak out. Yes. Because it's such a massive attraction, you know?
I mean, look, they talked about Indiana Jones getting another movie. Look for that to get revamped when that movie is about to come out. What if Harrison Ford doesn't like hurt his leg or something in between then?
You're so funny. When I was dressed as Joe Rohde, like 40 people asked me to fix the Yeti. And I would fix the Yeti if I was a real Joe Rohde, but I'm not.
You could be.
Seriously.
I love this. Let's talk about it, kidder.
I know. If only the pandemic didn't happen to Epcot.
I feel like Epcot was an innocent bystander in that in Tomorrowland. Poor Tomorrowland. Let's pour one out for Tomorrowland in that same thing. You're like,
yeah, the parks panel, it's like, I was grateful to be there. It was awesome. But I was going to say my highlight of D23 Expo was meeting Joe Rohde, obviously. And my low light, I don't really think it was like, I think my low light was just like something dumb, like waking up so early. Like that was my only thing. I didn't like waking up early. But no, like everything was pretty popping. Like we didn't really have to wait in a lot of lines. We got the panels that we wanted. We spent time with the people that we love. Like, it was like the whole weekend was a highlight for me. And another highlight was the shopping that I didn't wake up for the virtual queue. I got so much good stuff. Like, it was really cool.
I think the low light for me, and this is not bad, this is just learning on the fly, and I'll be more prepared for next time, was like, I didn't make shopping a priority, and then I got there, I was like, ooh, they have some really cool things.
Yeah.
And then it was just like size really small or really large. So that's my own thing. I waited till the last day to do any of that stuff. So next time I'll do that first.
Yeah.
Oh, Jordan's here.
Let's get to 100 likes. Hit the thumbs up if you're enjoying Mouse Vibes Mondays. Thank you guys. How many likes? I don't know how many likes we're at. I don't know how to check that, babe.
We're at 80 likes.
Oh my God.
We're almost there, guys. Let's get there.
Oh my God. That's exciting.
Damn!
Yes.
Here we go from Jordan.
Not me waking up and catching the end of Mouse Vibes Mondays, but Epcot needs to bring back several meet and greets, mainly Baymax. I'm so happy San Francisco is going to DCA. Yeah, I agree. Again, Nick and I are still newbies when it comes to Epcot. We've only been there a handful of times. I love Epcot. It's not my home park, so I don't know a lot about the meet and greets, but like, I will say this, whenever we've been to Epcot, I never meet any characters. Do you? Can you recall when we saw the little princess thing?
I think that we've been in like a weird position. Like the first time we had gone was like during COVID. So
yeah,
they weren't really meeting anybody.
I forgot about that.
And then every time we go there, it's like our game plan for Epcot is not really to do that. We want to eat food, we want to get drinks, and we want to get on the few rides. And last time that, with Harmonious, we need to make that a priority. I have to see Figment next time. And it's my goal to get Ashley to take a photo with Figment. Blackmail, you know what I'm saying?
If you buy me 2 ludicrous margaritas, I will go take a picture with Figment.
Luda! And I want to hit on this. I'm so happy for San Francisco is going to be at DCA. I cannot wait for that. If you guys aren't familiar with what's happening with that area, Pacific Wharf area at DCA is going to be changed into San Francisco, and I cannot wait for that. They didn't really announce anything besides like a cool bridge and a Baymax meet and greet, but if we get some like fusion food in that area and really plus up that spot, it could be great. Yeah,
I think that area, like, I don't mind Cosino Cucamonga, but I think the food could be better, and there's just so much room for opportunity, and I'm excited for it as well.
Yeah.
And maybe they'll be playing the Fall Out Boy soundtrack. Yeah! Brown Bautista, with all the stuff announced, they announced more things for the future of the park rather than the now. Tons of things weren't addressed, like the Treehouse, Tomorrowland, the Magic Band Plus. Brian,
love this.
You are absolutely right. It was a bit odd, in my opinion, that a company as big as Disney did a full-blown, like, corporate brainstorm in front of us. It was odd, but no, you're right. None of it was, like, concrete evidence. I was shocked we didn't get a Magic Plus, why can't I talk? Magic Band Plus announcement. I was shocked because they had little, like, kiosks of them all around the expo, and yeah.
I think that we also have to kind of look at it from, like, our announcements really impactful, announcing it one time every 2 years, or are we watching them start a new business model? I mean, leading up until D23, they were sprinkling little news, whether it was announcing Disney Forward with just a random thing, and then a little bit later, keep that up while we're doing this.
Oh, yeah.
And while we're talking about that, it's also like we announced that we're getting Portos, so they're filling in little gaps in between then. The Splash Mountain of it all, retheme 3 years ago. Do you remember that? They just touched on it.
Yeah.
And I don't think this way of going at it and just announcing something for 2 years, I think they keep these things in for a big news thing for the week. Once they announce Magic Band Plus, that's going to go viral. It's going to go right off the wall. And that's the same thing, I think, for the Treehouse. Like, it could be like whatever news is part of this huge parks panel, or Monday's news when they're dropping something that would be the biggest thing.
Yeah, maybe Disney didn't want to give away all the milk for free. Like, maybe they wanted us to work for a little bit more milk in between D23s.
And is that like something of like how we consume social content now? Is it better to feed the algorithm every so often than just dump it once?
Yeah, like maybe spread it out. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because they touch on all of these little projects, whether it's Disney Forward, Downtown Disney revamp, Paradise Pier Hotel, Toontown, Treehouse, Splash. Like, these are all things that they've touched on, and they've like let you know it's happening. And I think that's why we're all waiting for it. I think it's just going to be dumped in on a random Tuesday, and that's all anyone's going to talk about.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, we got a super chat from Jaden Sonic Channel.
Thank you so much. Hit one of these awesome things.
We salute you. Showing.
You are awesome. Thank you for being here.
So you're automatically entered to our giveaway.
Yeah.
We touch on that later. We'll get photos, but there's a lot of stuff.
Kidder, can we talk about the live blue sky pitch section at the end? Yeah. So as I said, it was odd that they did this. And Nick and I were discussing earlier today. Beyond the Mountain pitch was a bit odd. What are your thoughts on that? Like, what was your initial? I think initially in the parks panel, Nick and I looked at each other and we were like, "Huh." We didn't know what was happening.
If you guys aren't familiar with what's going on, the parks panel, Josh tomorrow had this huge announcement of what to expect in parks, entertainment for the Disney company until the year 2024. And at one point in the panel, they kind of had a blue sky pitch about ideas that possibly could be coming. And let's talk about the first one. To me, it kind of felt like a SNL sketch. I wasn't sure like if they were both in on it and playing coy. But one of the ones that they wanted to talk about was a blue sky pitch coming to Animal Kingdom that would be taking over Dinoland USA. It's okay, that it's there.
Oh, sorry. I think that...
So this is one of the pitch areas for what would replace Dinoland USA, which, by the way, majority of the land's already closed.
Yeah, it's... So, Animal Kingdom is my favorite U.S. park. Like, I love Animal Kingdom. I just think it's so unique and it's so different. I'm not, like, huge on this, but I'm not against it. The thing that bummed me out was we had a lot of people booing behind us, which was, like, really weird. I see where it can work, and I know that Pandora is technically an IP, but my favorite thing about Animal Kingdom is how original it is, and I just, like, I'm not into this.
So backing up a little bit, they didn't say any of this was coming.
Yeah.
These were just pitches. Like, what if in Dinoland USA we had a town, Zootopia, and then they were able to kind of show us what is happening in Hong Kong right now with what they're doing, and it was no coincidence that they premiered the new animatronic that was here that same day. And they're like, what if we also had Atlanta for Moana represented there as well? I think all of these are kind of building blocks, kind of touching on what we talked about before, is like putting that carrot out there with Figment, a popcorn bucket, a meet and greet, and seeing it grow. I feel like Moana is that same type of situation, whether it was the new parade floats for Magic Happens, or, you know, the new World of Color that we're getting at DC that she's a big focus of, or the water pavilion over at Epcot. Like, I feel like we're kind of seeing this in the pipeline. Do I think the pitch was a great idea? I think it was to really get feelers out there and see what was going to stick, to be honest.
Yeah.
Do I expect all of this to happen? The answer is no. I'd be really lucky if one of these happened in that area. And if I had to pick between Zootopia or Moana to go in that area, I'm going to go Zootopia.
Really?
I would, yeah. I mean, the only reason I like Moana in that area, one, love the music. Lin-Manuel's awesome. They probably have really good food in that area. But I would like to see the touch of IP at Animal Kingdom. I would.
I respectfully disagree. Moana, if you're going to put that into a park, it makes sense for Animal Kingdom. The water element. Animal Kingdom is preservation and uniqueness and water and forest and all that stuff. Like, that makes sense. Nothing about Zootopia, in my opinion, makes sense. Moana makes sense to add ocean elements into the Animal Kingdom and do more like ocean life.
Well, if they're building that at Epcot, that's like the focus of water, do they? Like, what I would like to say is, yes, we need more Moana. I love more Moana anywhere. I love that movie. I think Zootopia really hits it in there. I really do. Like, if you don't really know this or put some respect on it, Zootopia is one of the highest grossing animated movies of all time. The international market is next level. Walt Disney World, as much as, like, yes, we like to visit there, it's an international park. You're going to get a lot of guests that are visiting there for a very first time, and why not cater a little bit to something they love?
No, or I'm going to pitch something out of left field. Invest more in dinosaurs. You have Velocicoaster right across the street. People love Jurassic World. Why don't you make it way more poppin'? Like, way more kid-friendly type of dinosaurs. I know the movie didn't necessarily do well, but invest in the dino type of thing. And don't make it like corny carnival dino. Make it like badass dino.
Yeah, but like...
that won't sell.
The plug and play of it is like, you want an IP to be able to sell merchandise. Yeah. That's all this is. Know how I know? I went to spring break one time. All right, let's get to the next one, a little closer into Ashley's look for Moana.
Yeah, I just like, for me, I love both movies, but if I had to put IP inside of my beloved original park, it would be Moana with the water elements. I don't think necessarily we need a log ride, but like what it looks like because we have the Kilimanjaro or no, with the what is it? The water ride. I can't remember. Cali River Rapids. I don't know what it would be, but I think Moana makes more sense. I don't know. That's just me. I love it.
I think it's great. More water rides all over Orlando. We need more water rides in general.
Yeah.
The cool thing about this water ride is that you're not going to leave the reef. You're going to stay real nice and close because she never goes far.
Yeah.
I love that. Let's hit the chat real quick because everyone's popping real quick. Here we go.
I'd rather have the blue sky pitch rather than them officially announcing it because look at Mary Poppins attraction, etc. at the last D23 Expo. It's not happening as far as we know, and that's sad. I agree with this kind of. Like, it's just like, for me, I don't know how to articulate what I'm trying to say. Like,
you really like corn?
Stop it. As a Disney Parks fan, I want them to be confident in their decisions. And for it to be so wishy-washy threw me off. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it was just like very like, well, me, you know what I mean? Like, I know that they were gauging interest, but like, I just like, even if they didn't confirm it, I wish it would just been more concrete. You feel me?
Give us something that we really, if you're not going to give us an idea of what's coming in the future, give us something that's happening now to kind of fill in.
Yeah, like, why even say anything? Like, it's like such a, like, it's like when your mom's like, I'm going to bake you cookies later, and then you're like looking forward to the cookies, and then she never makes them, and it's like, cool.
And sometimes less is more. Like, when they dropped the Disney Forward announcement with those awesome blue sky, the artwork, and didn't say anything, people went nuts. And like, they let that imagination build up of what potentially could be there and where it would fit and how they would do it, and look at movie releases to coincide with that. Let them have fun with it. Like, I feel like the fact that they were like, well, what if, not saying it's going to happen, but what if? What if?
What if?
It was just like,
damn. Seems to me like they wanted to gauge fans' interest before sinking time and money into thought starters that might not pan out. Definitely was weird though. Maybe wanted to go. Yeah, it was just like jarring to me. Like, it was kind of like, well, what do you think? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Peter, the pitch session was badly scripted. I think the big news here is that they are planning a Magic Kingdom expansion and thinking of replacing Dinoland with something.
See, this is exactly what you're, like, I love this. And you're really putting it together. The two things that they're talking about. Magic Kingdom. They know that's a focus. They know that people have said something. So all the people like, Magic Kingdom's getting nothing. Like, they have the two feelers out for the two places that get the most hate. Like, to be honest. Dinoland USA, I mean, I've seen plenty of people make videos like, stuck in the worst land. And I've seen the same thing with Magic Kingdom. Like, we need more. So it's cool that they know that those are really where the attention's going to go. They just don't know what it is. A lot of this felt too, like, it's hard not to compare what's happening across over at Universal and Disney at the same time, and like, does it kind of fit in?
Yeah, it's funny. I saw this tweet that I disagreed with, but I didn't respond. But I saw someone say, like, Disney's not worried about Epic Universe. There's no way. People go to Disney because they enjoy the lands and they just walk around. And at Universal, you can't just walk around. And I don't think I've ever seen a more false statement in my life. Duh. Like, if you've seen any documentary online about the rivalry in Orlando, they're both neck and neck. Why do you think that Eisner tried to build a studio tram tour ride after Universal did one and it popped off? Like, obviously they're in competition, and I don't think that people just walk around Disneyland. Some people do, but same for Universal. Like, when we first went to Islands of Adventure, we literally were just like, this is such a cool park, just walking around, you know what I mean? But like, you are crazy if you think that Disney doesn't realize that Epic Universe is going to be built quicker. Like, it's already, like, bread has been broken, the ground is done, like, it's happening.
And I think the other thing too is like losing all hope and like pivoting to one park specifically. Like, I like it to live in a world where I can have Yoshinoya Bowl and Panda Express, McDowell's and McDonald's. Like, you can do both still. You can watch Bugs Life and Ants and be okay.
Yeah.
And I think it's cool that both are there. And the only thing that I love about this even more, that Universal's taking it to this next level, is that we're going to definitely see Disney do the same. Like, it just happens. And I can't wait. Like, you're seeing the bar technically get risen higher and higher every few years. And if I'm a theme park fan, I'm just rooting for this because it's all going into a right direction.
To me, it almost felt like they were surveying fan opinion on what might be exciting, and also to see if there would be pushback to Moana and Zootopia. I agree.
Yeah. I think the going back to Animal Kingdom, like people did not bat an eyelash at Avatar and Pandora, World of Avatar going in there because it felt so seamless and it felt like it still felt like Joe Rohde. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was IP without being like, gotta get on your Banshee.
Yeah.
Like, it still feels like it's all about conserving and nature and taking care of the environment. So like if they can do that type of thing with Zootopia, and we're gonna see it come to life very soon in Hong Kong. Whatever that reception is, like, be on the lookout for that.
Nick, I like couldn't agree more. Like, I'm not an Avatar stan at all. I didn't like the movie, sorry, but like none of that. Like when I ride Navi River Journey or I walk into Pandora, it's like IP doesn't slap me in the face. It just looks like this like really unique, cool, mysterious land with like really good food and good entertainment and good lighting and water and like. Yeah, like you nailed it for like 100%.
I think there's a way to do it. And the same thing, like you're seeing Tokyo Disney Sea, which personally, like it's the most incredible park. Very little IP in that park, very little. And the fact that they're getting their largest expansion that just slapped with IP, Frozen and Tangled and Peter Pan, the way that they did it, I'm like, give me all the IP.
Yeah,
give it to me. I want it.
Yeah. Peter, I want a Moana dark ride of some kind. It's one of my favorite Disney animated movies in recent years. I agree. I think, like, do you know what would be dope? Because if you think about the Moana movie, it's very dynamic in so many different elements. If they invested in kind of a Shanghai Pirates boat ride, but Moana. So when you go into the shiny, like, it's like, you know what I mean? Like the big room and the treasure and everything. Like, I would love this.
I think you're totally right. Not a spinner. Do not give us Maui spinners.
No,
do not do that.
No, 100%. Okay, let's see.
Hold on, what did Entertainment Connection say?
Moana would be cute, but I'd rather Zootopia since we already have the Seas and Friends in Epcot.
I agree with that.
Kidder, the same thing happened back in 2017 when a piece of blue sky art was shown for Epcot, changing a lot at the front of the park. Not sure why this is so different.
See, this is exactly why I love having Kidder and Danny in the chat. They bring some like knowledge to us. Like, we didn't know that.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I only started following like the D23 panels into whenever they did the Star Wars.
When yeah. Are you excited for the new Avengers attraction? I am, just because like that land needs an e-ticket, but I'm like, one, it was so vague. We have no idea when it's happening. And two, I'm worried that it's going to be very Transformers-y, and I don't like that. But my wish that it's more Rise of the Resistance focused than screen Spider-Man Transformers. That's my wish. So
let's kind of look at this. Going back to what they were talking about, this is going to be the concept art on the top is actually an in-ride type shot to kind of show you what's going on. If you're not exactly sure, they did confirm that an e-ticket Avengers Campus ride is still coming to DCA. Did they say when? No. Did they say what it's going to be about? Vaguely. It has something to do with the multiverse. And in this multiverse, Thanos survives, and he is King Thanos with an awesome white goatee, which honestly I like, and some sweet horns. And if you look at like the top concept art, you're going to see the ride vehicle, which looks really similar to a trackless ride vehicle, like a Remy's, like a Rise of the Resistance. But in this picture, I see 3 rows instead of 2.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I'm noticing is that in this multiverse, there's multiple characters. So you're going to see multiple Spider-Man, multiple people. All of this sounds great. And I'll give you my plus and my minus on this. The plus, before we were offered a different ride vehicle, which would look to be more screen-based, almost like a Soarin' Part 2 or Pandora Part 2. If we get a trackless ride system in Avengers, which I don't know how they're going to make that fit.
Yeah.
I have no idea. If it's something like that, that is a plus for me.
Totally. Agree.
The minus is the multiverse. Do we really need a big storyline for this ride? Like, Endgame was one of the biggest movies of ever. Why not play to that audience rather than be like, well, actually, in this universe, Thanos won. You're like, but I just saw Captain America out front. I don't know.
I don't care. Everybody knows I don't care about timelines. I don't care if Harrison Ford, Darth Vader, Baby Yoda, I don't care if all of them do freak dancing on a stage in Galaxy's Edge. I do not care about timelines. Give me every character ever, dead or alive. I don't care.
So again, take a look right now. This is the newest concept art of what they're proposing for this multiverse ride. This is what it looked like before. So you're in this is a lot I know happening right here. You're in your Quinjet vehicle. You split off at some point, and then you have a huge battle. And this looks like the end battle of Endgame. All your favorite characters, a Wakanda background. And that like kind of leads me to believe, like, were they offered a better ride technology? Was this technology not going to work? Was this shelved for a reason? Or they just want to move in a different direction to include newer Marvel films and not be time locked with Tony Stark?
Yeah.
Interesting. And let's give a closer look at the actual ride vehicle. So this is it.
I just love so many of our friends are like, it's a water ride. I'm like, there's no way that they're going to have an Avengers water ride in event. Like, there's no way. I love everybody that thought that, but like, I could put my foot in my mouth, but there's no way there's an Avengers water ride.
Bob Chapek, if you're listening, make that a water ride. So I can make update videos for years about that, if we can play this clip. So in this multiverse, you have King Thanos. I thought it would be fun to have Ashley make her own Thanos and what it would look like in the multiverse, and this is what Ashley came up with. What do you call this Thanos, Ashley?
I did not make...
Yeah, you did! King Thanos, he's got a highlight on.
I did not make this. I hate you. But that would be me as Thanos. Oh my God, Nick.
All right.
Oh my God.
Let's hit the chat.
Guys.
Sorry, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Holy smokes! This is one of my favorite things last night. I'm sorry to go on like a weird tangent to the left, but we actually met Hugh last night. One of the nicest people. It was crazy to see that you're a real person. Like, I know you're here all the time,
know.
But you're like, it's me, Hugh. I was like, yes.
Tuning in late. Great meeting you last night. I was inebriated, as I should be, sending love. I mean, dude, you guys were popping off. You were the best.
You were the nicest.
So good to meet you. Oh my God, a super chat.
And then he sent us a super chat.
Oh.
Dude, thank you so much. That really
Victory!
Thank you so much for the super chat. With your channel donation, you are automatically entered into our giveaway. I showed it earlier, and I'll post it on Instagram, the photos and everything. But yeah.
It was so nice to finally meet you in person and hang out. And your costume was definitely one of the best of the whole night.
Yeah, it was so good to meet you.
If you guys look, I'm not going to tell you who he is. He's in Ashley's TikTok that you can find out. So go see and comment below who you think you
Oh yeah, if you guys want to, I just put up a new TikTok, it's like one of my favorite TikToks of all my favorite costumes from Oogie Boogie Bash, and he is a part of it. So
I love that.
Yeah, it's so good.
Okay, here we go.
Are the Avengers going to be in the parks like? Are the Avengers going to be in the parks like Thur? I know what you meant, but that's funny.
Avengers. So you don't know this. It's in She-Hulk. There they go to someone to find a costume. He sells bootleg merchandise. Instead of saying Avengers, he has Avengers shirts.
Oh, then joke's on me. I didn't know that.
They should sell Avengers merch
funny.
within Avengers campus, which would be like on a side cart, which would be hilarious.
Should I watch She-Hulk? Would I like it?
Yes, Megan Thee Stallion was in the last couple episodes. She's awesome. It's great.
Okay.
It's
I was
really
like, you're
fun.
sorry, Dean Gretchen. I didn't know. It's like, what does Avengers? But apparently the joke's on me, boo.
Hold on. Sorry. There's like side conversations going on here. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Kidder and Peter are going at it. I love that.
I don't believe we're going to be getting any Rise of Resistance type ride anytime soon. Siege, I agree with you. I think so too. That ride was so expensive, took forever. It has its flaws. I agree.
Is it going to be more on like the Remy side? Because they put Remy quick, and it's very as much as like it's not. It's similar in the scope of like trackless ride system. Each ride vehicle has its own path, and it's a combination of screens and practical effects. The Rise budget's on another level. I just think like, but you're looking at like trackless ride systems as a whole. How many do Walt Disney World have at the moment? They have 2, I think, right? Remy's and Rise.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of interesting if DCA had one, a true anchor.
I don't see an Avengers ride being any type of slow ride. I think it's like an in-your-face, intense ride. I don't think it's going to be like, no, like the little rat ride.
Right, but there's moments where you do scurry, like when you're under the table
Yeah.
Like, I think there's ways to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, thank you, Lewis and Lewis Productions. Thank you for being here. We're like so happy that you were here. Thank you for your awesome comments on all of our videos. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much. All right, you go ahead and lead us.
So did it go from Star Tours to Rise ride system? I don't know. Like, I couldn't get a grasp of what that old ride system looked like.
To me, when we were talking to the Imagineers within the pavilion, she looked at me and goes, "You're a fan of Disney rides?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "New rides?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Well, you don't see it yet?" And then that's when I was like, okay, it puts me on that line. And if you're going to use a ride, I feel like it needs to obviously have screens. Having all this animation, you're going to have to, especially if it's a cartoon form, live action, because in the concept art, it shows all varieties of it.
I think Disney, like, really, like, you think about Rise of the Resistance and how state-of-the-art it is. And it's, like, I'm going to say live action. It's live action, animatronic, screens. It's, like, a hodgepodge of, like, amazing stuff. And to know that Disney's capable of, I would hope that they invest in even bigger type of stuff for the Avengers ride. Because I think it can't be just screens. It can't be just animatronics. It has to be a mishmash of it. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
I love the multiverse ride concept, hoping they have multiple variants of it, so you're fighting against King Thanos with different superheroes each time you ride. Yes, Kidder, that is amazing.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Looks to me more like Spider-Man Transformers vehicle than trackless to me, with one more row.
Yeah. That's really interesting. How would they do that? I want to know that. Because I feel like, I don't know. I feel like if you're going to have like a newer ride system, because that would be a newer ride system for Disney, right?
Yeah.
I would expect that to be cloned somewhere, right? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just thinking about the past 10 years of Disney parks. I feel like they were vague on the Avengers ride stuff because there's some new technology brewing that's going to blow our minds. Just like when we all went on Rise of the Resistance, we were like, oh my God, this is crazy. Like, it's going to be like that.
Right.
You feel me? Yeah. Ashley, hit that button thing for super chat. I love that.
Victory!
Shout out Johnny Drama.
Has anyone seen the Hulk meet and greet yet? No. Apparently, like, it's had some issues because they said at D23 it'd be last week or this week. What's today? Monday? Yeah. So we haven't been there yet.
No, you're good.
No,
I was just starting that.
All I want in Avengers Campus is pizza balls from Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness. Yes.
That would be awesome.
That would be super
See, that's
awesome.
the other thing, too. My last kind of scope, if we're expecting a Rise-type ride, which I'm not saying that at all, how long is that going to take?
Yeah.
That's going to take a long time.
Yeah. Sorry. We're getting so many comments. It's, like, so fun. The nice thing about these trackless rides are they are proven technologies with really good capacity that are family-friendly, lower height restrictions. Yeah, I think it's like nothing about any trackless ride that I've been on is like scary. Like, I feel like even though Rise of the Resistance has like the little drop and stuff, like it's not scary. It's like a tummy tickler ride with thrill, but none of it's scary. And it is family-friendly. Like, trackless rides are very family-friendly and very fun.
Yeah.
You know? You can take over the shop, babe.
I love this.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go from Kidder. Oh, you just read that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Here we go from Peter. Sorry.
My dream is this ride will allow them to update the attraction with new characters and maybe multiple stories a la Star Tours, so the ride would evolve just like Avengers Campus change. It's an awesome idea.
I would love that.
Yeah.
We'll see. Because I think of that in like this perspective like that, and then I still have Toy Story Midway Mania in my mind of like they were going to redo it for holidays and other levels, and it just never happened. So I love that idea. That's a great dream. My only thing about having it be Star Tours is I won't be able to ride it. I'll ride it one time and then I'll just be sick every time.
Yeah.
I love Star Tours and I put myself in that situation with the rest of my Disney days shot.
Yeah.
Every time.
Oh, I can't ride Star. I get so nauseous on that ride.
Here we go.
I loved that Tokyo Disney Sea video. Oh my God. Thank you. Is that still your favorite park? Yes. We have been fortunate enough to visit Tokyo Disney Sea twice. It's my favorite park because you guys know I'm a ride person. You can go around that park and not ride a ride and have the best day. It is like so stunning. It's visually stunning. The shopping's good. The food is good. Like, that park is just like, you'll never experience anything like that park in your lifetime. Like, when you walk in, it's like this wow factor of like, this is a real place. Like, it's just like when you're a kid and you think of like a magical place that doesn't exist, it's Tokyo Disney Sea.
I agree.
Yeah,
it feels like a dream to me. Like
yeah.
I'm glad I have photos and a video to remind me I went because it was awesome.
It's like, oh god, I can't wait to go back.
It was really fun. It feels like if you were to discover Disneyland for the very first time as an adult. Like I knew what everything was, like going in, like, oh, Indiana Jones, Duffy, like, but to see it as like one scope and how massive it is, or like they have parades, but their parades are literally on jet skis.
Yeah.
All Ashley wants is a jet ski and Goofy.
Like nothing can compare to like when the sun is setting and you see Journey to the Center of the Earth volcano, and then it's like, just if anybody can go to Tokyo Disney Sea and Disneyland in their lifetime, like go. It's just like so beautiful. I haven't been to Shanghai or Hong Kong or anything, but just like that park is just like, it's just so different, and you feel the budget, like you feel what a baller place it is. But yeah, long-winded again. That's my favorite park.
I like that. Here you go. This is good for you, Ash.
Love Ashley's direct and to the point honesty. Thank you. Sometimes I feel like it's too much, but it's like I am who I am. Yeah, so thank you.
I want to rifle this one off. Living with the Lokis, where you take a boat ride through the swamp universe Alligator Loki's from. Perfect.
That's awesome. I love that.
You know, initially when I thought of the multiverse, I thought they were going to have it like kind of like a Wanda type ride where you're like transformed into it. But this is like, if they can scope all of these and have a Thanos. When I see Thanos being on that ride, to me, that lets me know that a Thanos is in the works. Like something in the parks, whether it's something with Project Exo.
Yes.
But I wanted to hit on this from this comment because it kind of goes right into it.
We were there on the weekend, no Hulk at a DCA. Yeah, it's like I wasn't close enough at the expo to see what the Hulk was. Was it like an inflatable Hulk or was it like a machine? Like I couldn't tell.
It's part of the Project Exo. So everything in that Imagineering Pavilion were all things that are happening right now. Okay. Whether it's like Tiana's Bayou Adventure, Toontown, the Spider-Man animatronic, and Project Exo, and then they kind of announced it and alluded to that something was going to happen. I still have a feeling Thanos is in the works. I have this feeling.
I don't want to screen Thanos. I want a scary Thanos. Yeah. Like, I want to be freaked out.
Or they may not have him and you have to go see him on the ride.
Yeah.
But who knows? I would love all of that. This is great. Kidder, again, logic. We need logic in here.
The LA Olympics are in 2028, so you got to believe Disney will want the Avengers ride open by then. Yeah! I mean, that's a long time, but...
Let's assemble. Here we go from CJ.
They need a ride that is very complex but won't cause a lot of downtime or have to close before the park closes. Cough, cough, Rise. Yeah, Rise does have its issues and it breaks down all the time, but it's still awesome when you're on it.
I feel like just anything that we're asking for on the scale of grand is going to have that. I feel like that was Indiana Jones the first few years too. Like it was a treat to get on it almost. You know what I mean? There's just, and then now they're just like, we're just going to let that snake ride.
I know. It's like, it breaks my heart because Indiana Jones, that ride, I feel is like so amazing. And like to see it kind of like how Dinosaur is, just like, it's like, come on, let's invest in it.
This is a good one for Mr. Disney King. Thank you for being in the chat, man.
If we're talking about a new Avengers ride, I only hope there's a larger than life Thanos animatronic. Yes, same. Like I want it to be like, oh my God, like crazy scary.
And I think that's definitely doable. You're looking at animatronics and the movements these days, like everything is possible. And going back to Tokyo, that animatronic for Journey to the Center of the Earth, how cool would it be if we had a massive Thanos like that?
If you guys don't mind spoilers, the Journey to the Center of the Earth ride at Tokyo Disney Sea has like one of the world's largest animatronics, and it's like a lava guy, and it is so freaking cool. Like it is like like when you look, you're just like, I can't believe this is real. And we were only able to get on the ride once because they still have the traditional fast passes there, and that is the, you have to like run for your life to that ride in order to get on it. So,
and I don't, again, hate comparing and stuff, but look at what happened with Universal Hollywood in the last couple of years, adding the Indominus Rex. Like that thing moves great. It looks
when
great.
It works. Unless it's like...
Or behind a black sheet.
Yeah.
With the sheet.
With the sheet.
Here you go for it. Oh, Jordy. 93 likes. Yes, guys. We are 8 likes away. Someone retracted one, which is okay.
Oh, yeah.
No judging.
Yeah, we
8 likes away. Let's get there.
8 more likes. Woo!
Here you go from Andrew Ortiz.
I want a Thanos meet and greet. Drew, me too, boo-boo. That is what I want so bad. Did you try any of the popcorn flavors at Tokyo Disney? The garlic shrimp popcorn was amazing. The chocolate popcorn was amazing. What else? They had pepper.
Yeah, black pepper.
Black pepper.
Which on paper doesn't sound great, but it's awesome on popcorn.
But the shrimp garlic was like literally.
Here, I want you to do Entertainment Connection, yeah.
That Elsa animatronic for Frozen and Disney Sea looks so good. We are hundo planning a trip for 2024. I am not missing any Frozen anything. Like, period. I am going.
Cannot wait for that. The animatronics coming out of Tokyo in the last few years with Beauty and the Beast and this, it's on another level. And during that presentation, Josh D'Amaro did make it sound like this isn't going to be at any other park. He said it's like a Frozen experience you've never experienced. So.
Well, that's because they have the budget out there. So it is going to be like nothing we've experienced because it's like literally just money, money, money. Whereas here, and I love the U.S. parks. It's still cool, but it's like you can tell when the budget was stripped down. But in Tokyo, it's like rich.
Gabby, exoskeleton. Yep. That's exactly it. Dean and Gretchen talking about Hulk. It looked odd when it was walking.
It looked like he had like a wedgie or something. I don't know.
It was very stiff, and I understand probably why they picked Hulk from Endgame when he's in the suit, but like if his face isn't ready to move yet, maybe not ready to bring him out.
Yeah, he looked like it was just like odd. It was still dope, but like yeah. I agree.
Here we go from Magic Park Hoppers.
I want the new Avengers ride to be inside mini coaster so bad. Imagine America Chavez punching a star talking to us to the multiverse. That would be awesome. I am always down for more coasters.
Yeah.
Love coasters.
All right, kidder. But seriously, 2023 Mickey and Minnie's Railroad for 2023. 2024 Splash Redo. 2025 70th anniversary. So maybe 2026?
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, that would.
I just have a feeling like even though that they're dangling these little things of like what's to come, I feel like there's still going to be things that are going to come up that we're not privy to. Like I just feel like that's just kind of the thing.
I agree.
I love that though. 2026 wouldn't be a bad arc for that. I also kind of thought about this too, kidders. Like, would they wait for like an anniversary year for Avengers to open it? Avengers Campus rather, like a 5-year anniversary or something. No,
I don't think so.
No.
Sorry.
She's stoked on it.
I'm sorry.
Troy.
Ashley, please be yassified Thanos for Halloween. Oh my god. I actually, if I can like pull it off, I think I found my Oogie Boogie Bash costume for next year. I feel bad that I didn't dress up last night, but I just like didn't have the time or resources. But I think for next year, I found what I want to be. Yeah.
I love that. Write that down so you don't forget. Because I feel like every year we get the most awesome Halloween costume ideas after Halloween. And then it comes time for Halloween the next year, we totally forgot them all.
I know. It's because it's like the busiest like 2 months for us. And I'm like, oh my God, I blink. And then Oogie Boogie Bash is tomorrow.
Yeah. Here we go. Entertainment Connection. I hope we get a Thanos animatronic. I don't want it to happen to us what happened with Cosmic Rewind with no Groot animatronic. Project Huey. That was, they definitely teased that. And I'm guessing it's just probably not ready. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would have to assume that, right? That animatronic looked great, though.
Are there animatronics on Cosmic Rewind? We haven't been on it yet, and I actually have not, for the first time in my life, I have not watched spoilers. So when Nick and I, it's like 6 months late, but when Nick and I go in 2 weeks, it's going to be our sincere reaction. I know the ride has music. I know it spins. That's all I know about Cosmic Rewind. I haven't watched one spoiler, and I'm like, shocked at myself. I have no idea what I'm getting myself into.
If you dream it, you can do it, guys. Here we go. From Peter. Why isn't this working, Peter?
Did our stuff freeze?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
IT.
My guess is it won't be an innovative ride system at all. That would have been the Quinjet attraction. I think the innovation aspect will be in the updatability and multiple experiences. That makes a lot of sense. It really does.
You're onto something because that initial ride system would have been innovative because if you're in the Quinjet, and I don't know how they do this, and I'm still one day I'm going to find out how you're supposed to separate from the Quinjet and be in your own jetpack. Like, were you supposed to drop down? Like, I need to know.
Oh yeah.
I need to know that. Here, you do your thing.
There's a huge parking lot behind Cars Land for multi-level attraction. I was just like, where would this all go? You know what I mean? Naomi. Oh my God, Naomi, thanks for being here. I don't think we've ever seen you in the chat. What's the best land in DCA? Cars Land.
Oh yeah.
Cars Land's the best. It's like, It's good during the day. It's good at night. All the attractions are fun. Has good food. Carsland, 100.
Yeah, I'm going to say Carsland.
Mm-hmm.
I actually really, this is kind of a weird one. I really like Buena Vista as well. I think like the updated version of the stores, Carthay Circle in that area. I just love it. And especially for like Oogie Boogie Bash last night to see what they do with Carthay. Love that.
I love Buena Vista Street. I agree with you.
You got it.
Oh my God. I have to say I have never ever gotten motion sickness or queasy from any Disney Universal ride but Cosmic Rewind. My first ever queasy ride experience. What is up with that? It's so funny. I have friends that had the exact opposite effect, that everything makes them sick and then they can ride it. I don't know. The only ride that is Star Tours makes me vomit, and Transformers. I cannot ride Transformers at Universal. I will yak immediately. I think I'll be fine on Cosmic Rewind. It's more of the screen motion thing for me, but, maybe I will yak and then we'll have a viral video.
There you go.
Disney vlogger yaks all over Cosmic Rewind, yeah!
I nerd out every single time on Transformers because the part where you go from the first level to the second level. Do you notice it does that?
Is that at ours or at...
Both.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's so seamless. It's like, and you go down as well.
Oh.
It's one of my favorite parts.
Orlando.
No.
Wow, I didn't know that.
That's one of my favorite ones. The ride I can't ride besides Star Tours is Minions. Minions gets me every time.
I can't ride... I can't... A majority of Universal Studios attractions I can't do. I can't do Minions, can't do Simpsons, can't do Transformers.
Oh, Simpsons too.
Disney, Harry Potter Forbidden Journey, I get sick on that. I'll still ride it, but I get sick. It's hard. Universal here is pretty rough for me. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
All right, guys. I think we've been rocking for 2 hours. Ashley ended a Zoom call and came right in here. What is on the schedule for everyone? What do we want to let them know about?
Okay, you guys. Where do we? Oh, sorry. Can you put up the Patreon thing? I can't figure out your mouse. Thanks, babe. So we have a brand new Patreon video coming out tomorrow. If you guys don't know what Patreon is, it's just an added way to support us. We get a bit more loosey-goose on our Patreon page, and we put out like updates, specialized videos, photos, all that stuff up on our Patreon page, and we're going to have a brand new vlog come out tomorrow. So go check it out.
Honestly, while we're doing the quick plug, because we will not be in the studio next Monday, we'll be on a road trip with some friends. So the Patreon, we're going to actually have a whole string of videos coming out. So next week, we'll also have a D23 video, and then all our travel stuff that we're not putting on the regular YouTube, whether it's just like goofing off with friends or a travel day or whatever. We really want to limit the amount of videos and bring quality content and just have something added. So it'll be more of a personal experience.
Yeah, we're really excited. We have our Oogie Boogie Bash video that's going to come out. Is it tomorrow?
On Wednesday.
On Wednesday. It's really fun. We kind of put a different spin on it. We're really excited. And then we have Not Scary Farm this week. And then we head to Orlando on Saturday. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
We're really Not Scary Farm.
Yeah, I just said that.
Oh, she just said that.
Sorry, it's been a long day, you guys.
It's been awesome. We really can't wait to see everyone. If you guys are going to be at Knott's, make sure to say hello. Do not be behind Ashley on a maze or a house because you will feel the effects of that. But everyone, be safe. Have a great week. We have a bunch of great content, and we'll be back for Mouse Vibes Mondays in 2 weeks. So load up on more content and have fun.
Yay, thanks, guys.
Take care, everyone. Thank you so much for rocking, and we'll see you soon.